Hey, welcome to 2025. It's been a while. Guess who's back, though? So, tonight, I'm going to do a Wheated Blind. I have 6 different competitors. They've all been poured already, they're all ready to roll. Um, every single one is in the same style glass. They've all been mixed up, they're all here to play. So for our competitors tonight, we have Kane Farms out of Illinois. This is a 5-barrel cast strength blend coming in at 112 proof, 4.5 years old. We have a Rebel 100 pick. Now, when I picked this up a couple years ago, and it was actually 13 years old, not 10. So we got a 13-year-old 100 proofer Rebel. So this is definitely probably going to be Heaven Hill distillate. So it is what it is. We've got a Larceny C923. That's coming in at 126.4 proof as part of this battle. I believe that's a 6-year. We've got a Weller pick, 114 proof. You're talking, once again, that 6-7 year range. Then we have the Makers cast strength coming in 110 proof. So 46. I like that one. And then we're going back to one of my old faithfuls from when it first came out, the barrel strength horse. So this is when they first came out. I'm unsure of the age when they first came out, when they were first released. I want to say they were in the 6-year range, and this is 122 proofer. So we have 6 different wheaters. We're going to run them through the paces. We're going to rank them. We're going to see what happens. So, hey, it's Wheater 30.
It's Wheater 30,
Wheater
man.
30. It's Wheater 30 on Valentine's Eve. We got
Valentine's Eve. Listen,
56 minutes here in the Midwest,
The
6
Scotch
inches of snow, another 3 to 4 inches coming tomorrow, another 2 to 3 coming on Saturday. Yeah, we were only 14 inches of snow short from our yearly average, so might as well catch up all at once, and get those 14 inches when we can. Bobby's here.
You know what?
Hey.
I appreciate you doing this, because you know what? Shit like this gets me to go deeper into my collection,
dude,
and pull out stuff that I don't normally pull out. And like I said,
that's 100% where I'm at, dude.
I came with the Makers, the private barrel, private stave profile, six cuvee, one Makers 46, which is that French oak, the roasted French mocha, and then 2 of the spice ones. And I'll tell you what, on initial kind of, was drinking some scotch earlier and popped into this one, and you know what hit me at first? What hit me at first was those spice staves. Those spice staves really came out, and I was like,
nice.
Man, I hope it doesn't stay there. I don't mind it as being a part of the blend, but like, I don't want that to be the thing that I taste for this whole time. So it's already toned down, and some of that mocha's coming out, and I remember why I opened this bottle, and I said that I really liked it, and I had forgotten all about it. So,
dude, when I was backstage, all I heard was Chris saying this is something he had when he first came out, and I was like, that's weird.
I'm glad Bobby's finally loosening up and getting some Chris humor in his life.
And then Gary Frenchie's like, another 3 to 4 inches coming. And I was like, oh. There you go.
Oh man, that's
Hey man.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus.
What do you mean loosening up, man?
If he's lucky.
I always loosen up when the
lucky
top's right.
You might get 3.
Hey, you know what? It just is all about the projectile, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Hey, David Bass, Gary's here, Bert Ben's
Oh,
here.
man.
It's like getting the old gang back together. This is fun. You know, and it's that time of year. Next week, it's going to be the birthday again. I normally show up around my birthday time and have a birthday stream. Like, you didn't think that was going to happen. So I needed a little practice. As you can see, I didn't do much with StreamYard last year, so I quit paying for it. So I got the Powered by StreamYard logo. It is what it is. I don't care. I'm still in 720p, just like I used to be when I paid for it. So what's the difference? What's the difference? So, I mean, tonight's scoring system is going to be like straightforward, man. We're going to do rank the nose, the palate, and the finish, 1 through 6, you know, and tally up the scores at the end. I think that's the best way to do it. I don't know.
So is the
5 minutes since I've done anything
so
like
so
that.
does the ranking, does the lowest score win?
Yes, the lowest score will win.
Gotcha.
And I'm also gonna score them on how they finish without me looking at that ranking. That's gonna be the final kicker.
Okay.
So
Okay.
just a little something different, you know what I mean? Oh, look at that. Emanecker's here. Mike Franklin's here. Look at this. Cheers, y'all. Big Vic and Blake sent me. Oh, man. Other people are finding out I'm on. This is a shocking time of the year, I know. So.
Oh, Chris is up here exposing himself.
This is wild. This is wild, man. So, yeah, I'm excited to get after
Awesome.
it. So
Awesome.
These have all been scrambled up for like 10 minutes of just moving them around. So they've been open for everything's got to open up for about 10 minutes. You know, we're ranging from 4.5 year to the oddball 13 year, which is that Rebel. So 100 proof up to, I think the highest was 122 on the Horse Soldier. What was that? Well, the Larceny might have been higher. 126.4 on the Larceny 23. If I remember right.
Weller full proof. You have a Weller full proof, right?
Those are 114.
114.
So, yeah. So here we go, dude. This is crazy. I haven't done this in a hot minute. So, cheers, everyone.
Watching the master at work.
Bourbon. I'm not a big nosing guy. I'm really not. It's not my overlord.
It's not your deciding factor, but
no.
When a good one has a good one, it's ultra pleasant.
But at the end of the day, usually that ends up being the most disappointing one, to be honest. There's very few that really do that for me, you know.
I don't know. Like, there's a lot of shit in here right now. I might have to go pop another Zen. You guys are about to get me fucking overloaded.
Let's do it, man.
I saw the fucking the glorious fucking bastard jump on here.
About the hair? You talking about the hair between?
I'm just talking. Like, there's a lot of hair. I need some Zen. I need some Zen. Look at that. Like,
dear Lord.
Listen, that was a lot of movement, man. It's been a while.
I mean, I hate to tell you, every nose is very similar.
I'm like,
it's been a day. So,
I mean, they could all be weeders. They all smell similar.
I saw Ben throwing his hair around, and I was like, wow. I was like,
yeah, it's getting there.
How you doing?
How you doing? You know, these bottles are beautiful, but they open like crap.
Oh, look at that.
The old Fitz.
What year is that? The new 11 or what?
No, this is the 8-year from 2021.
But
it's a good one.
Fitz bottle, right?
Apparently, the cork don't want to come out.
No, they don't ever.
That's because that cork's been. Listen, that bottle's got a knob for a reason.
I mean, it's not like this hasn't been touched, you know.
Well, you know what?
Whoa,
there's a long neck on there, you know. So I'm just saying.
I hear you, and these things will break.
That's why you got to keep them on there nice and tight so they don't come out. You end up in the ER for that shit.
Well, ironically, my mother's there right now, so you know.
Yeah, well,
Actually, that's not true. They just finally got our room, so.
well, that's good, dude. You know, it's funny. I was talking to Michael, right, the guy I work with. He he went to the emergency room because he was sick. Sick, and he went in there. His blood pressure had dropped like super duper low, like crazy low, and he asked for help. And they said, "Well, you'll have to wait." And they came back out, and he was on the ground.
Oh shit!
And they came and they put him on a gurney, right? Didn't get a room. Had him on a gurney in the hallway.
Well, I just wore that.
And he ended up with a $900 bill after insurance.
Oh,
Anybody want some old fit?
Yeah. I will. Yeah, dude, I'm tearing out. Don't tempt me. I see where that's at. I haven't motorboated in a while, dude. It's been a bit.
Well, you got Bobby on one tonight.
dude, it's the
It's not my stream. It's not my
It's the Zen, dude.
It's a totally different.
Zen pouches, and he's like a Zen junkie.
Yeah.
He could start a whole new channel, the Zen Junkie.
Who is this in junkie?
Bobby.
Really?
He's popping Zins, dude.
Oh, I might have to pour him off some stuff then.
I'm about to get another one. This is a whole new stream.
I love it. Ben's like, dude, I got some shit for him. Then it's like that's where he's going. Okay.
I mean, he don't love me no more, but it's all right. I don't blame him. I mean, no, that's not the bottle.
Hey, listen, the fact is there's been so many studies done recently and on the positive effects of nicotine. I'm all in.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, man, if we were basing this all on nose, this would be the worst blind ever.
Well,
I'll bet.
And I'm just saying they're all so similar.
Yeah.
Like, so damn similar. Like there's like one note and one that stands out that pushed it to the back.
Well. Then in your scoring system, could you like give them all like a 3, and then just like be even across the board?
They don't need to be 1 through 6.
You just say, okay, they're all similar enough. You know what? I'm gonna grade them a 3. That way nobody gets a point.
I mean, I have them laid out.
You could take like the whole entire first grouping and just consider in the nose DEI and throw it out because that shit's over.
Yeah. Oh my god. It's gonna get deep in here.
You wait. You see me go off stream. You see me go off stream. It's because I'm popping another Zen, man.
Well, hey, listen. We don't need to
pop us in.
Well, they're upstairs.
What are they gonna do? Kick me off because you're popping Zins?
No, you can't. No, I'm just saying. I have to go.
For anybody that's worried,
Pumpkin or something else.
Zins are legal. It's just
Zins. It's just a nicotine pouch. Like
they made 10 of them legal.
Yeah, Zins.
I'm confused.
I bought it at the gas station, so it's perfectly healthy.
It's a flavored nicotine pouch.
Oh, I thought you were talking about wine.
Oh no!
It's a flavored nicotine pouch.
No,
but it's got him all hopped up like one of those horny goat freaking pellets.
It doesn't have me more hopped up. It's just I'm on a different stream. I've always been different off of my stream.
Oh, doggy.
I'll tell you what, though, you got your camera at the perfect angle, though. It looks like you have like a 95-yard fucking case of whiskey back there.
Well, there's more that goes this way too.
Well, I know, but it looks like
3 foot long and 8 foot tall from floor to ceiling.
Yeah, I know. But it looks like it's like a football field.
Yes.
It actually looks a little bit more like a dugout.
Yes.
Well, you got to be proper, Ben. Look at you being all proper.
Well, it's long and thin, you know?
Yeah.
Well, I almost have the nosing down. We're getting somewhere. We're really
I got to
getting
grab
somewhere.
another cigar, though, for sure.
Sadly, I think I know what's in first in the nosing round. Certain things do stand out on these. Okay. Okay. I got an idea. Yeah. So nosing, initial nosing. We will go back and check noses again, but so. Two, three. So if you want to go for 4, 5, and 6 here, fourth place smells like goddamn peanuts, like dirty Spanish peanut husk. Like,
hola, señor.
oh man, he is hyped on Zin already.
I'm telling you, dude.
I'm
telling you.
I'm just having fun, man.
Dude popped a Zin and crossed the border.
You know what? I haven't yet.
So my 5th and 6th place on the noses, the reason I'm putting them there is a strong amount of cinnamon.
Oh.
Not my favorite note on a weeder.
I agree with you there.
Hard to decide which one's a little more offensive. I don't think any of them are truly offensive, but they're not something I would go back to and be nosing as I went here. Yeah, all right. So that's there.
Try a prototype.
There.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay. 5 was 2. Number 4 was.
Last little sip of the scotch before I go to Weller.
4 was.
I'm not even changing glasses.
I didn't.
I'm like, whatever. So I was gonna go get the cash drink, but I didn't dig it out. So I just had Weller sitting by the thing. So I was like, oh, I'll just grab some antique.
All right. So that fun part's done. Holy cow! I'm glad that's over. The nosing is over. That's usually.
It's always better to just go straight to the fucking tongue when you're nosing because it's way better.
I'm just.
You don't need to smell that shit. You just need to get it on your tongue.
I know. I'm not thrilled by any of them, but I wanted to give them all a first shake.
Yeah. All that nosing shit's overrated. You know, you don't go down and smell a lot. You just go do your business. Let's get to the business.
That's not bad. You know, number one definitely didn't have any cinnamon on the nose. There's a touch. Little hug.
A little cradling, like a little
thin.
Middle finger is a little bit longer, so a little bit of taint touch.
Mm-hmm.
And more exciting. Where is Big Vic? He sent Mark over.
I don't know. There's 6 people watching, so.
Hey, well, you know what? They're the most important 6 people. I'm pre-gaming my second cigar because my first one's almost out.
Number 2 is pleasant. But then again, it did have the best nose. That's pretty good. Nice and Nice and buttery, a little berry. Let you all figure out which one that probably is.
Mhm. I think everybody needs to make a quest this year.
Ooh, I don't know who this person is, but I love their name, the Pecker House.
Yeah, that
That's,
fits right in. That fits right in.
Who
That's
is
my
it?
boy. That's my boy Bill Bauer.
Bill Bauer is now Pecker. Oh, okay. The Pecker, Beard Pecker.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, okay. Number 3 is not bad.
We keep this shit up, and I'm gonna get the fucking robe on in a second.
Fuck yeah, man. I mean, dude, you're hyped up. You got enough Zen in you.
Dude,
You might be walking around with some Zen wood.
Dude, I've been like, dude, this is what
That's what I'm worried about.
off streams. When I'm not on my stream,
This is live.
I never said live. I said when I'm not on my stream.
Oh,
This ain't my stream.
number 3 is pleasant. Isn't that a great note? It's pleasant. Pleasant. It's
I remember a time
pleasant.
something was pleasant. That was nice. I was like 17.
Yeah, I'm
Zach, did you light a new stick from the pack?
actually, I those were all freaking like really small Robustos, and some of them were smaller. So, I had to
It's
grab
not
some.
the Robusto, damn it.
What'd you grab?
What is this one? It was cigar heads, but it was like last month or maybe the month before. Curavari? I don't know. It's pretty much like a
It
Lancero.
looks like a Lancero, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I just did the last snake on a rope. You know, that got better with time. I didn't enjoy them in the beginning, but I
Which one?
The snake on a rope from OGT.
Snake on a rope.
Oh, yeah. I
You
got
guys
you.
didn't have enough good things to say about that, so I kind of just let that one go by.
You're
This last one was okay. I like this one, the last one, better than I did the first two.
I think I got some of those left.
They did get better so I took them out of the packaging and I put them in the controlled humidor, and you know they've been a little bit more removed, and they're definitely, I think, better. I think they actually got a little bit better hydration than what I had, even though they were in the packet. I feel like my controlled electronic humidor did a better job.
Sometimes they need it.
I think, you know, like we've talked before, Zach, you know, sometimes your cigars just need to sit for a while and they need to, like, you know, really acclimate to you in your area. Because I am extremely controlled in the HQ, right? We're really controlled down here.
There is nothing wrong for letting a cigar sit for longer than you think that it needs to.
Dude,
you're never gonna hurt it.
I'll go.
Like,
I notice differences when I go to the Bauer and the Ton because they've been sitting.
Oh, listen.
Wow.
Those Valors, they're only getting better.
Uh-huh.
And each one you like peel off of a brick, it just they're good. They're good, and it's nothing against like when we initially got them because they were right.
They're still really good.
But come together, the flavor from the onset, it comes together a little bit faster now. It's like the whole cigar rather than, you know, there were little spots when we originally got them. They were super consistent when we got them.
Huh.
They're absolutely consistent now.
Yeah.
Like if I give one out, it's like it's like people are like, "What the hell is this?" You know.
I'll tell you what. I still will say the Weller Antique is the best of all the Wellers.
It might be. The only
I
one
don't think it is. Like I've had them all, and I'm just like, man. I tell you what.
The one I have wouldn't be fair. It's an old screw top that hasn't been opened yet.
Well, I'm just wondering if my difference on this Weller Antique isn't because it was Steve brought down a Weller that was the first bottle of Weller that went away from the squat bottle.
You know what? I had that squat bottle this last weekend. That was a pick that Kui had picked up.
You had a pick squat?
Yeah, he's got 3 of them. He picked up 3 of them the other day. This one, dude, its floral is
Really?
not good.
Steve's weren't picks.
Oh,
Steve
dude.
had, the old school squats.
Yeah, it was floral. It isn't something I would run back. Like I tried it, and I honestly told him it was offensive to me. I felt bad that he paid really good money for it because those are hard to come by. But that one, I hope the other 2 are phenomenal compared to that, because that one, it was
off.
It's very pungent floral. Like it is not your Weller Antique that we all know. I have no problem with that. Like I said, I have that old screw top up there. When they first switched to the screw top after the squat. That sucker is right when they changed. I haven't opened it. Like, I'll probably open that for the birthday next year. That'll be a 50th birthday bottle just because it's fun. To add to the mix of the other crap that I picked up.
Hey, so there may be like a 50% chance at this point that I might be bringing someone with me that's going to bring something for your 50th.
Oh,
I will say this: there's 100.
He hasn't confirmed. He hasn't confirmed, but if he can, he wants to.
Okay. So I'll tell you what, number 6 is pleasant, man. It's pleasant. Butterscotch. It goes to that little hint of cinnamon on the back. It is the term we all hate and endear. Smooth. It's got a buttery finish. It's funny because you get that cinnamon and that goes to like a buttery note.
Yeah.
I'm digging that. I'm
having a buttery weeder right now.
I went that way and now I'm going back that way. Is that a Wilderness Trail?
This is a buttery weeder, a hot buttery weeder.
Is that a Wilderness Trail?
Yes, it is a Wilderness Trail wheated bourbon.
I'm going to tell you that is the one brand that I got really disappointed in Campari, not in Wilderness Trail, because
they've done nothing.
Wilderness Trail was really hitting their stride. Like one of my local guys, and I've told most of you that, hit me up. He's like, dude, I want you to try this pick. And he kept on telling me he had a bottle for me, got a bottle for me. I want you to try this. I want you to try this. I had no clue what was up. Showed up. He gave it to me. He's like, I got a huge collection. He goes, I've drank like 5 of these. They've just been sitting at Benny's. They're absolutely amazing. I shit you not. It was freaking amazing. For a $49 bottle. Yeah. It was dark chocolate covered cherries. Like, the Christmas style dark chocolate covered cherries, but not the artificial vanilla, like a nice little vanilla, but it was all cherry and chocolate. Man, that thing was so good. I'm so sad it's gone. But like they were really hitting their stride. We saw that 8-year come out and it was like $109. Nothing wrong with that. Campari buys them. And all of a sudden, it becomes a $300 bottle for the 10-year.
Mm-hmm.
And we haven't seen a single thing from them since. They literally buried that brand, and they were at their peak of putting out amazing barrels.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They really were. Oh, Kerber! Cheers, Kerber! RIP 17. Still probably one of my greatest moments and memories of Whiskey Tube forever. Right there, man. Oh, wow. Now going backwards, because I had that 6 that was at butterscotch to cinnamon and went to smooth and buttery. Now number 5 that was super viscous, caramel butter, and some sugar tingles is not that at all. Woo! It became thin, watery.
Ooh.
This is so fun. I love this shit. This is why I love blinds. Especially when you go back and forth. Man, that still has that fucking Spanish peanut shell nut. It's really drying on the palate.
Zach, I was really nice there. I was really good. The Zins aren't taking over. I kept myself.
You're not going to let Zin take it up a notch?
You know what? I felt like I needed to knock it down a second.
You're not going to let it happen?
No, not that time.
No, dude, I'm ready for you to let it fly.
I am. So, Chris.
Yeah.
A hot topic, not a weeder, but the buff turkey. What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts?
What are my thoughts? If you're not crossing the 125 proof mark, and I'm even going to be rude enough to say 128 proof mark, you're getting stroked for a lot of money.
Interesting.
And that's a personal opinion.
You're finding they're really proof dependent?
The ones I've had are very proof dependent.
Okay. Because I finally got offered one today, but the proof is low, but it's a 16-year and it's a cool new NDP, but the price it's not cheap.
No. And I mean, that's the hard part, because I've seen them and you've seen them too, go in that 220 range, but now all the way to 375, and they just keep on getting worse.
Well, this one's 3 bills delivered with a charity component to it, so it's not that bad.
Okay, so that doesn't bother me that bad.
And it's a 16, not a 15.
Proof though.
It's low. It's hang on, really freaking cool bottle. I'll give it that.
And how many bottles in the yield? Because that makes a huge difference with these two.
Yield, I believe, was 96 bottles.
Okay.
Oh.
Let me feel a little better about it.
Proof is 115.02.
That could play or it couldn't. Like, have they given notes on it?
They probably have. I got it as a tangential offer. I've been talking to the distillery a little bit, and they hooked me up with one of the few groups they said they knew wasn't sold out.
Okay. I mean, they're worth a shot. There have been some that are really flat. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm gonna send you a picture of it. You tell me if you would pass or play. It's an NDP. I don't know anybody who has bottles of. I will say that.
Oh, dude, this brand has come out like fucking bat nut swinging.
Out of nowhere.
This stuff?
Out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere.
I think I'm going to swing at it.
I think it might be worth a swing. It's under 100, which I like. Okay.
Yeah.
It's got that extra year. A lot of the
probably like an extra week, for real.
No. There were different ones.
Oh, okay.
Different ones that were like 6 months ahead of others.
Okay.
That's why you're seeing 15s and 16s.
Got it. I know you know a little more on the topic.
Yeah. There was about somewhere between a 4 to 6 month swing, based on my original knowledge of it, and how many pours somebody was in when they were explaining everything about it to me that they weren't supposed to. Before there was such a thing as the buff turkey releases.
Mhm. Oh, I know. I'm still trying to get some of that. You know, I literally threw my phone recently.
Did you see the guy that went on the one secondary site posting an ISO and posted his price now at $175 a bottle for?
Well, the reason I know that guy.
Yeah. Did you see his reasoning when somebody called him out?
No.
He said, based on the prices of something similar that's most likely the same thing, it should be that for how old it is.
Where did that happen?
That was in one of the secondary groups.
No, I know. I'm just curious if it's one that I'm not in.
It might be. I don't know, but that whole thread's gone.
Oh, really? Okay. It's one of those situations.
It was one of those ones where there was a little back and forth, little really going on. So right now, okay. I mean, let's be frank. Let's be honest. Everybody that knows me knows I'm not overly a weeder. There are a couple that are really good. There are a couple that are okay. There's one that honestly is major ass turn off to me. No, Mark, I'm not more important than anybody, but right now I'm the one doing the blind, so my channel, my blind, I'm just having fun. When I'm done doing the blind, everybody will be equal, But
I mean, Chris is more important than me.
I mean, I'm big pimping right now. I'm the one doing the work.
But can we say how great Zach looks with a tuck on his head?
Dude, Zach's hair grew back so fast in a year.
I know, but look how great he looks.
His hair is longer now than when he cut it before. No?
No.
Well,
No.
I'll tell you what, buddy. You have
no,
gained some more volume and body.
Bro. I had a whole nother year on what I did was I went and got my haircut, and the lady introduced me to product, and I have been using product.
I'm telling you, bro, you've got more volume.
Bro, dude,
how do I get less volume? I need less volume. Mine's at like 11.
It's killer. It's killer. Like it's killer. Like, not gonna complain. I'm gonna say this though. Hey Chris, you know my favorite local YouTube band?
Yes.
It's all available on all the streaming sites.
Oh, that's beautiful. You know what? They've been earning it, dude. They've been earning it,
bro.
And I will tell you this, okay? This is an earning moment in my world. When you talked about how nice they were to your son, when bands take time to do that and realize that's the next generation and take the time with them and hang out with them, dude, I got mad respect for them.
Hey, dude, listen. They got a review on one of the sites, and it was like 7 out of 10, right? And I was like, that's a little low. Like, I'm sorry. Listen, I do I believe that their previous album was actually better than this one? Yeah, I do. Okay,
wow, that's wild.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
but you can't, dude. That's like asking fucking Motley Crue to fucking follow up fucking Dr. Feelgood. Did they really follow up Dr. Feelgood? Fuck no, they didn't. Like it just don't happen, man. So what did they write a good album? Hell yeah, they wrote a fucking good album.
Man, you know what? There's a lot of good songs on the Dr. Feelgood album.
I know, and but if you go back and listen to Warlord's fucking Vulture's Paradise, that record is fucking solid from beginning to end. I am not gonna say that I like right now but I will appreciate what they did. And
Yeah.
there's some stuff on there that they're trying to do different stuff. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with them not trying to do the same fucking thing.
I like that.
So,
Oh, I like that as well. You know, hey, we're 40 minutes in. I have the three of you on stream. Hopefully that's not the only three people watching. But you know, I don't think it is because you're on the backstage, so that should mean three other people are watching. That's kind of cool. I'll tell you what, number four, guys, is going to finish dead fucking last. Ooh, some Bardstown Origins, one of my favorites. You know, if I would have had that one right now, and I told my local store I made a mistake today not grabbing one of those.
The high wheat or the bottle and bond?
The wheat, because I'm doing a weeder.
Well, the bottled and bond is a weeder also.
I know, but the whatever's the 106 proofer or whatever.
Yeah, the high wheat. That's this one.
The
only reason I'm grabbing this one is because I don't know where I put the new bottled and bond one I bought because I killed the last.
That's the black one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've killed 2 or 3 of those. I love that bottle.
Yeah, I told him, I'm like, I screwed up. I didn't grab that tonight. I meant to. And he gave me something to try and review on the stream after I did the weeder tonight. So I have the bourbon, but I've never had
the rye.
Look rye. So he wanted me to try it out and review it tonight. So I'm gonna try this out tonight when we're all done. And let me show you this. I gotta show you one thing because my mom was awesome this year. I do need to get a fitting for it though. But holy cow, how about this for a decanter?
What the hell?
Nice.
Whoa.
My mom pulled that off and it's missing the little rubber socket thing. I'm like, Mom, did it have a little black rubber thing? She's like, yeah, I got rid of that. I'm like, Mom, that's what keeps it airtight. She goes, oh, oops. She goes, I just thought it was part of the packaging. So I haven't put anything in here yet because I want to get the little rubber thing so it's solid. Because I like this thing. This thing's pretty darn cool.
Mm-hmm.
That's a hell of a Christmas present. Go Mom. Go Mom. Team Mom for the win. All right. So right now, number four, if you're paying attention, it doesn't mean anything because they're all randomized anyway. Number 4 is definitely finishing dead last. Wow, we dropped down to one person. Hey, guess what? I'm having fun. It doesn't matter.
Yep. That's all that matters in this.
You know. Damn. I'm having a blast doing this. Number 3 is solid.
I do need to bounce off for a few minutes, though.
Yeah,
you take care of something. I'll come back in a couple minutes.
Yeah, go ahead. All
right.
Go ahead. We'll still be here. I'm not done doing this blind. I'm having a blast.
All right, I'll be back.
Oh, that's the first time I got a little bit of a nutty note on that one. But then it rebounded with the butter and berry.
Weird.
Huh. We're going to push that back. Woo!
Butter and berry makes sense, but a nutty note. Not a typical thing that's off a weeder.
Like a husk.
Yeah.
A husk. Not a nut, a husk. Like that drying maybe even rickhouse note. You know what I mean? That you don't really expect on a weeder. You don't expect that on a weeder. It's, you know, weeders, as we all know, were originally made for women. You know, it's supposed to be soft, pleasant, enjoyable, no harsh edges, no nothing that was unpleasant. So when you get that on a weeder, somebody missed the mark, you know,
Yeah.
for what it was supposed to be. Number 4, missed the fucking mark.
Well, hey, I had to switch headphones. Did everything go
Yeah,
smoothly?
you're good.
Sound all right.
All right.
Sound all right. You know, number 1's pleasant. It's all right. It's all right. Like, it's not offensive. It's not mind blowing. It's kind of that middle of the road, like what we just talked about. Like, give me that weeder that's not going to challenge anyone. You know, that's going to be good for anyone that just gets into it, male, female.
That
new.
would sound like a certain particular one.
It would, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I mean, there's like a certain thing that comes to mind when you say that.
Yeah. I get a little bit of spice. I get a little thin.
yeah.
I get a little berry. I get a little husk note, but like that husk note's right at the front and it goes away right away. You know, it's nice. It's nice. It's not my like end all be all, but it's not the worst thing I've had. So I want to give it all a second. I have my assessments right now of where I'm at. But I want to give it one more run through just to be fair. But I think I know where I'm at with most of it. I'm really curious to see what they all are. I really am. Damn. I'll tell you what. I guarantee you.
What's up, Tommy D? Tommy D.
I guarantee the place I'm working with now is definitely not last because I have tried that over and over and I have never got that nut shell blah. No. Blah. Blah blah.
Yeah.
It's a blah blah blah.
Yeah.
I watch too many kids' cartoons with my kids, so it reminds me of Hotel Transylvania, though. Blah blah blah.
Blah blah blah
Blah blah.
Yeah.
blah blah blah.
Oh my god. Blah blah blah. Hey.
Every year at Halloween, I used to. I was like, I'd always do this shit with Bridget, and she hated it. I'd be like, blah 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 blah, and she'd be like,
Blah 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 blah.
could you not be like once that? I was like, no, it's Halloween.
Yeah,
My favorite was
you're
the
drinking a
dog
weeder
though.
is simple, clean.
Yeah, I'll tell you something, Chris.
Simple, clean, a touch of berry, approachable by everyone.
Oh, well, that makes sense for something. But
It does.
you know, when's the last time you had your group's pick cigar?
A little bit, Tommy. It's a little chilly down here.
I had it with you like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, I'll tell you what,
I smoked 2 of them.
they just keep getting better and better and better.
Yeah, that's one thing I noticed. And, you know, I've been really generous about not saying this just because we got spoiled with our stuff being so good. Okay.
Yeah.
My group ones, when I first had them for the trial part, yeah, that one stood out. I was like, hell yeah, no doubt. Then when they came in, I had it, and I attributed to it being, you know, flown here, got it, shipped here, all that. I'm like, okay, because I wasn't picking up the same notes. I had it again 2 weeks later, and I'm like, okay, it's a little better. It's not what I remember. But when I had it with you the other day,
Oh, dude, these are
it's
right now.
almost there. It's almost back to there. Like, I think if I did that another like 2-3 months, And like Zach will laugh about this. We've talked about this with the clown stick. Give that goddamn thing 6 months and it comes back to everything they said it was going to be. And it's like this banger ass thing. I feel that that's what's happening right now with that barrel dust.
I can say right now, of all of these that I've
It
had,
gets better now every time I've had it.
tonight's is the best I've ever had.
Yeah, Bobby, it continually gets better. Like, I'm not going to have another one until March. And like, I'm excited.
This one right here, I'll tell you what, there's some bricks over there I could remove. I'm just saying. I got that kind of like vibe right now. Like,
Dude, you're wearing a hat backwards, which you never do, which I'm really impressed. You are embracing your inner Marine and training vibes now. And especially popping Zen packs, spring training vibes all day, buddy.
Hey, you know what? I'm just like, hey, I'm here for you, brother. I'm here to be all the things that everybody wants me to be that I just don't do on mine.
All right, so number 2 has some butter, has some berry, nothing else really going on.
It looks good, Zach. You're good,
but it's really clean. You know what I mean?
Well,
like,
Tommy was complaining that I didn't have it up in a man bun. So,
hey, listen, there ain't no doubt about it, Zach. You are the best. You are the best MB I know.
So number 3 is really pleasant. It's got some caramel. It's got some berry. You start to get some oak notes to it. Like,
that sounds like something different. You know, now you got me guessing because earlier you said something I thought was something, and now this is like, well, that sounds more like it.
Yeah, and I'm liking that one. How does it
taste like? Like, what would you guess the proof is on that?
It's one of the lower ones for sure.
I would have guessed that. That's why I'm asking. I'm like, that sounds like that makes me want to fucking like touch myself in a whole lot of ways.
I'm not saying it's the 100 proofer that was in the mix. My
hands are up though.
I would say it's in the 110. I would say it's in the 110 to 114 range.
Although back in the day, I could literally sit here on a live and be pissing in a jug and nobody would have noticed. I would have got a little closer.
Out about it several times, but
yeah, I just got a little closer.
I am not even going to try I will try number 4 again once for you guys, but I'm done with this one. This one is hot garbage in last place.
Dude, I can remember like for sure, Chris was the only one that ever called me out on it because I would literally like be doing the live stream like this is my normal. Then all of a sudden I'd be like this. I'd scoot up a little bit because I had a jug that I made that hung down here that I could just sit here and like, yeah, you know what? I didn't even back in the day. I didn't even say pause. I'm in the bathroom.
No, dude. He would turn off the volume and he'd just let it rip.
I would just like drove forward and I was like,
he would do this. He would do this. He would look at you and go.
That's a fact.
Number four, a little less offensive, a lot of wood tannins, a lot of that Spanish peanut husk still. The crazy thing is the way it drinks. It drinks thin and young. But then when I know about the wood, it really makes me think I know which one it is.
I know my wood.
That's the lower proof of all of them. And I think it's just really missing the spot. And that's
Can you remind me what all your
that's probably why it went somewhere else. Okay, so
what do you have in the
I have May Farms. This is a 4.5 year 5-barrel blend.
Yeah.
This is
112.
112 proof, 112.04. Then I have a Rebel 10-year pick that's actually a 13-year 100 proof.
122?
Nope, that's 100 proof.
That's the 100.
Yeah.
Okay.
So then we got the Larceny.
Which is the
that
126.
Fred Minnick raved about. This is a 126 4. I have a Weller Foolproof group pick.
Yep.
That is 114 proof.
I've heard those notes.
Yep. Me too. Then I have the OG Maker's Mark Cast Strength 110.4 proof.
Yep. I heard those notes.
Uh-huh. And then I have the original Horse Soldier
122.
22 proof. So
Yeah. I know exactly which one that one is.
yeah, so
Of the group, I know which one that is.
yeah. I mean, I've got ideas here.
I wish I knew a language you didn't know because I would say what it is in that language, but I don't know what language you don't know.
I know like 5 languages, so I'm not fluent in them, but I'm dangerous.
I'm trying to think like
handle it.
that reminds me of like this girl in high school named Tuesday.
Shit. Now that one's better again. Son of a biscuit.
Which one did you say is better again?
Number 5. Remember how I said 5?
Okay, yeah,
5 was good, but then when I had 6,
kind of went off a little bit. Then,
after 6,
yeah.
like I went back to 5 after 6. It went backwards when we were going back and forth.
Yeah.
So now I'm gonna do 6. Man, that's just
I'll tell
something.
you what, you fuckers are the best, man. Even though Zach's yawning, you know what, Zach, you need a Zen.
He does.
I'm fucking worried about that shit. I gotta fucking close balance sheet tomorrow. Fuck you, dude.
Dude,
Sorry that I'm tired.
a good solid Zen makes
You
you
know,
not-
I'm gonna tell you right now,
I
number
can
6
still go to bed right after this.
went the opposite direction. I'm gonna take a drink of water. I'm gonna go 6 again, and then go 5 and see if it's still there. But number 6 went backwards the longer it's open.
Hey, I have a question. Do you think it would be who of you to like? I don't know if you have them with you, but I've done blinds and double blinds with my brother when me and he did it all the time. Every now and then, not all the time, but every now and then, when we had just a little bit left in them all, we'd pour them in a new glass. The only reason I did that,
enough clean glasses down here.
because the only reason we ever did that was because we thought that there was so much evanescence that was coming off of the glasses. We wanted to put them back into a new glass again and see where they
Yeah.
at. You don't have to do that. It's just something we used to do all the time because we were mentally challenged and wanted to figure out, like, is this the best?
No, dude. Number 5 came back. Number 5 came back like a monster. I thought it was a monster at the beginning.
It's like LeBron with Luka, energized,
Yeah.
or like me on Zen.
Dude, LeBron with Luca is like watching the new NBA Jam.
Dude, it's like watching like LeBron. Like, I'm not the biggest LeBron fan in the world, but he looks like a kid again with Luka. I mean, listen, there ain't nobody been more
He
energized.
looks excited. He does look excited because guess what? Zach's sleeping.
Did you watch Luka pass the ball on the
Yes.
first day he played?
Yes. Both
He
got
was
excited.
smiling.
It looked beautiful.
Like, I hate basketball, but at the same time, Luka smiling as he passed the ball was one of the funniest things I've seen in a long fucking time. Other than all of the fucking crowd booing Taylor on the monitor. That was awesome. I love that.
No, now watching all the film and watching Travis take every fucking play off.
Dude, did you see the one where Patrick was swinging and he just he literally just stood there and did nothing? Like, he was as athletic as I am now.
Dude, he is hot garbage.
He is ruined. He might as well have just fucking retired. He should just retire and go out as like the best tight end ever. I mean, he holds like every record. Plus, he holds every receiving record in playoffs.
He is no Gronk. He does not block like Gronk.
Mm.
He is no Gronk. If we were
I
talking
never said the best tight end. I never said the best tight end.
Bobby, if we were talking Travis Kelce 2 years ago on the path he was on,
Yeah.
that man was an animal. And I fucking loved him. And I thought it was going to be the greatest.
Well, I mean, he is record wise.
He's in the top 2 in my ranking.
I don't put him in my top 2 overall, but in playoff receiving yardages, when you beat Jerry Rice at something, dude, you're a fucking dude in playoffs. Now this year he was shit, but like to me, the greatest tight end that I ever watched. Now, granted, he's not gonna ever have the accolades. He didn't have
trash now.
Dude, my favorite tight end of all times was Ozzie Newsome. That motherfucker was a fucking dog. And tied right there with him was Kellen Winslow, because Kellen Winslow
Kellen Winslow was a badass. Dude, my top 10 tight ends is rough.
Dude, I can tell you now, I know my top 10 tight ends.
People would hate my list.
I probably wouldn't, because I love fucking tight ends are the most underrated position. Now they've gotten a lot of fame lately, but they didn't used to. Like I can right now, there was fucking.
I'm gonna tell you a very underrated name, okay? And it was only for 2 seasons, okay? So that's why he's not in my top 10. But the 85 Bears and the 86 Bears, Emery Moorhead, was a goddamn machine. But his career, he was only that way for 2 years in his career.
Dude, I used to be fascinated with Antonio Gates. I used to be just blown away with Antonio Gates.
Antonio Gates.
Because you're talking about a kid that didn't play football. He didn't fucking play football.
Gonzalez.
Well, Antonio Gates did not play football until his senior year when the coach
Gonzalez. Gonzalez. They were both basketball players.
Because they were all basketball players.
All right. I like where I'm at. That is number 4. Number 3 is number 2.
Yeah, I know. I look at like
6.
You know, when I look at those positions, man, like I have certain players that are my position guys.
Yeah,
aren't in the Hall of Fame. Like there's some that I thought were like super good. We're talking like a lot of different positions.
Yeah,
we're so underrated, and people just didn't understand because someone else out showcased them. But man, I'll tell you what, on any other team, they would have been the fucking perennial all fucking star.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. All right. Yeah. So now I'm just gonna go for my final sip of all of them, and where they end up is where they end up, and that's where that little random extra ranking is.
Now I can tell you my all.
And I'm gonna start from the middle, guys. Just so you know, to be clear, I'm gonna start from the middle too, and work my way out instead of going from left to right, right to left.
Yeah.
Just to change it up, just to be fair. So go ahead. Keep on talking tight ends, man.
No, I was gonna say like my. One of like I think now this is guy that's in the Hall of Fame. He deserves to be there, but when you look at someone that deserves to be in the Hall of Fame, when I look at like tackles, right? Like I love the line. I think if I was to say like, hey, no matter what happens, there's my blindside tackle. Number 1 all time is fucking Joe Thomas.
I fucking love that guy, dude.
You talking about a dude?
You know, I'm a Wisconsin fan. You're hitting my heart, but
never did anything.
What he did year in and year out,
and he never fucking got winning seasons. Never got to. I mean, that guy. You talking about a motherfucker that deserved a Super Bowl? But he was true. He stuck by his guns. He's like,
he never left the team.
Never left the team. And it wasn't just because he was where he was. It was just the idea is that dude was one of the best blindside fucking tackles to play the game.
Yeah.
He was just fucking amazing.
You've got another one in Cleveland that's working his way there, and Rhett Teller.
Yeah, Rhett Teller's good.
I like that guy.
I'll tell you what, though. You want to see Detroit win the fucking Super Bowl next year? Let them figure out a way to put Myles Garrett on the right side and Chad on the left.
And dude,
And Detroit's trying to figure out a way to get Myles Garrett.
no, if they can do this, it'd be cheaper. Okay, I'm just gonna say this.
Yeah.
Bring back Chad to play with Zadaris.
Well, yeah, I mean, you gotta get
Zadaris was a
fucking good, but let's
fucking animal. Dude,
Myles
he picked up
Garrett
7 sacks in his 5 games with them.
Myles Garrett is a freak.
I know. I like Myles, but
Myles is great. He's just stuck in a 7-time rebuild.
holy shit, dude, this is fucking hard.
Or you could throw now. It would never happen because it's the same conference.
Yeah.
Could you imagine Myles Garrett on the right side of Pittsburgh?
Oh,
Holy fuck off.
bro.
Or put him on the right side of San Francisco.
Mm-hmm.
Like-
I mean, Bosa's a bad man.
Well,
They're
Nick is
getting
better
around
than
it.
Joey. Nick is way better than Joey.
Well, you said San Francisco.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying in general. Like when I think of the Bosa,
Yeah.
Nick is way better than Joey.
All right, guys. So I got my final tallies. This is wild. I don't even know how this is gonna end up. Like, I seriously have no clue. I kind of got a clue on a couple of them, but I don't.
There's
Well,
there's
I'm
3
going-
of them I think I know.
I'm going for that full point effect. Not where they just finished on the last sip. It would have been fun to keep them in that order for the last sip, but I didn't do finish because the finish on all 6 of them was honestly equal. Okay, so yeah. So 7, 12.
Oh, I fucking
Well, I'll tell you what. Number 2 is definitely the winner because it racked out 3 points.
I want to know what number 4 was. I
Yeah,
think I know what it is. I think I know what it is.
9.
I
Besides,
would like to. I'd like before you announce it. I'd like to guess numbers.
dude, you can guess the order. I will copy the original order, the original
I'm
stuff.
not gonna guess the order. I just know that like number 4. When you kept saying it, I kept saying like, it kind of sounds familiar to me because it's just something I just don't find myself enjoying. And of the weeders that like, I'm not traditionally a weeder guy either.
Yeah, I'm normally not at all.
But I know that one of the ones the one that I think that's going to be in the top 2, I think is there too. Like I think the one.
Holy fuck off! I have a tie for second. I don't have any more pour to be there, so we're gonna have to figure it out. I guess that's all right. All right, so last place, Bobby. What do you think is last place? It scored 16 points, mind you. Honestly, first place scored 3.
I think your last place one is Rebel.
Okay, so here we go. You got to be careful here because there's still some in it. So that's letter B. Letter B. Oh.
Yep.
Rebel, 13-year, 100 proof.
As soon as you said what you said, I was like, dude, that's fucking
Last place.
Rebel is rough.
Yeah, I mean, I've had some that have been very good. I've had some that have been terrible. Okay, so coming in 5th place is number 1.
5th. Wait, hold on. What? Oh, you mean number?
Yeah. The
So
first.
let me like regroup my thoughting.
Okay.
Right? 'Cause I was trying to remember what all you had.
That one was a little spice, a little thin, a little berry, simple, clean. It was approachable, but it just didn't do anything.
But it had. What were your overall notes on that?
I just told you.
Okay, so thin, berry.
Simple, clean. It was approachable by men and women. It didn't jump off in any way possible.
Is it? Is it Makers?
It is going to be F.
F.
F is Horse Soldier.
Horse Soldier. Yeah, okay. I forgot about Horse Soldier. I knew that was one I was forgetting.
Yep. And, you know, so we've knocked out the lowest proof and the second highest proof.
Yeah.
I
forgot all about Horse Soldier.
Next, number 6, man. Number 6 had a lot going on, and it had chances to be really good. But on its own, it's good. Like, if you were drinking number 6 on its own, dude, you'd be thrilled. You'd be thrilled. It was that butterscotch that went to cinnamon and then came back to smooth and gave you that little buttery.
That's the Makers.
That's my guess too. But like,
I just forgot about Horse Soldier.
Like it ruined number 5 at first, but then when you went back to number 5 later and had that, and then went back to 6, number 5 kicked its ass.
Yeah.
So that is going to be
C.
So C is Larceny C923.
I don't know that I've ever picked cinnamon on Varsity.
I told you it went from butterscotch to a little bit of cinnamon, and it faded out quick to butter.
Yeah, I guess I could play. Yeah.
So the next part is hard because the next 2 tied. They really did. Do I have more of either of those in the glass? I have a.
Well, you know what you
I
can
have
do.
a wisp of both. So I'm
Well,
going to.
you could always just nose them. You just nose them too, because they're going to be evaporated. They're going to evaporate really hard with not having much in it. The berry one,
and the nose is very. The nose is very similar on both of them.
None of them have a berry note.
And number 2 did.
Number 2 did.
Oh, wait, not number 2. Not number 2. Number 3. Number 3 had a little bit of a berry note.
That would be
pleasant caramel berry, some a hint of oak, a little touch of wood tannin, but like it felt complete.
That's Weller.
You think that's Weller?
I do.
Okay, so that's number 3. So number 3 is A.
Hey.
A is.
Oh, well, I don't know that one. So
That is a 4.5-year-old, buddy.
oh wow, that's really nice.
That's a 4.5-year-old, 112 proofer, grain to glass.
Well, that's a really good ranking for being 112 young.
Yeah. So to the next one's going to be D because we re-ranked on the nose and what it is. And wow, are you ready for this?
Weller. Maker 46 is going to win, isn't it? Yeah. That's funny.
Weller.
But you know, I
Weller.
don't disagree with a Maker's 46 cask is really, really good, especially when you've been removed from it for a long time.
And then, you know, number 2 and number 2 never faded, dude. Number 2 never faded. It was E. E was always first in the clubhouse.
Dude, Maker's 46 is such
Maker's
a
46, and I said that back in the beginning of me doing channels and shit. Holy shit. Maker's 46 made me think weeders were okay.
Yeah. Well, you know, and the thing is that I fucking
did again.
We've revisited it.
Yeah.
Steve and I. It was like, wow, this is fucking good.
Yeah. Wow. Absolutely wow. You know, and honestly, I mean, number 5, I told you number 5 had some notes that were really good, but then when you went to 6, they faded out. But if I go back to it, they were back and it was really good. But you know what I mean? Like, there was nothing that stood out. And for all fairness, guys, I'm honestly gonna pour. I'm gonna pour my number 3, which was number 2, and the Weller, and I'm gonna mix them all up and do all that fun. Just because I want to see if I agree with where I put it, where it was 2 and it was 3. Like, wow. Like, seriously. I didn't expect this, and I'm gonna be honest, man. I mean,
so Tommy D, I'll tell you this right now, right?
I figured
if you're doing a blind, you don't have to have a lot of people to be like super stoked and enjoying stuff, right? Because the fact is that that like whenever you're doing stuff, that sometimes you're gonna have people on, sometimes you're not, but people have an opportunity to go back and watch us. So you just got to be true to what you're doing and all that kind of stuff.
And you know what? I mean, Mark Amenecker said the same thing, so it must be like a common thing going across the screen here for people to say this. Amenecker made the comment about, why am I so big? Why is their bale so small? Blah, blah, blah. Hey, man. When Porter's doing this shit or anybody else is doing a blind, they don't have like 12 people on screen. They're doing it themselves. Man. So if you want to hate me for doing
most of the bigger channels, so Tommy, just to be really transparent, right? A lot of people will do nothing more than do something and post it. They're usually doing it by themselves. So, like when I first came into this, one of the things is like helping to help people understand and identify the fact that like back 5 years ago, people were doing this, and Chris knows this. They were editing so much content. They were editing some of the shit they were doing. And the only reason I ever created a YouTube channel back in the day was my brother is like, hey, Bobby, nobody's telling anybody how to do this. They're editing out all the important parts. And you're just supposed to like their palette. And that's just your palette.
I'm just being honest and telling you how things change when I'm trying things together.
Time doing what you're doing. I don't care if I have one person. Dude, I do Instagram all the time with 1 to 2 people. Doesn't change the fact that I love what I'm doing.
That is a great comment. I love that movie. That is one of my favorite movies ever.
Dude, that's a great
Everybody says that is one of my all-time favorite movies from, and yes, I'm going to say my childhood because I was younger when I watched it, but I fucking love that movie. Bill Murray.
Dude, I just liked it because they nailed them and they nailed the MPs in the fucking.
Oh God,
that's all I cared about.
That movie was.
Them came out of a fucking Foot Locker. You know how small those fucking Foot Lockers are? I think that was like, was it Deborah Winger back then? Was it
yes. There you go, Tommy. Is that better, bud? Is that better? It's been a while since I've been online. I don't know the customs anymore, bud. I know the customs, but I've been mixing these up for like 2 minutes now, watching the live clock here. So I really don't know what's what.
Chris, do you remember when we jumped back onto when we went back on for a while? We're doing YouTube and stuff.
Yeah,
I wanted to call you, and I was like, dude, I don't even know how to get on this anymore.
I know.
I hadn't done it in so long.
I know. I was loving it. So they're mixed up. I don't know what's what. I'm gonna taste them. I'm gonna do this fast. It's gonna be quick and dirty. Nose, taste it, go back and forth.
Are you going back between 1 and 2?
Not 1 and 2, but the 2 that tied for 2 and 3.
2 for 2.
So it's the Weller Food Proof and the Canay Farms.
What was your number 1, Makers?
It was the Maker's 46
Yeah, I thought
cask
so.
strength, the original one, not the new one.
Yeah, the original.
The new one. The new one is not the same.
No, it's not.
Okay. The freaking noses are so similar. Which you wouldn't think. You know, one's like a 7-year product, one is 4.5 years old. But we're also talking a heavy char cask and a char 2 cask. Just to be transparent and give most information I can give about both places. So I'm going to start with whatever glass one is. There was honestly no winner on the nose. Try that again. It's all right. It's all right. So wild how this shit works. Like, it was buttery. It didn't have anything going on. There's a little bit of sugar tingle on the side of the tongues. Nothing overly powering. No real berry. Not wood. Nothing. This is something I would call complete. So weird. I mean, we went through the first set. This got more wood note, but it's got what you would call something complete if you just like grabbed and ripped a pour, you know, instead of taking little small pours and trying to break it apart. And that's kind of the hard part, I think, in doing some of these blinds, because we do these micro pours, you know, trying to break them down. But it's all about that pour that just sweeps over your tongue and doesn't stop.
What's up, Big Vic? About fucking time you showed up.
Vic, what up? Let's go, dude. I mean, everybody says it, but if anybody else wants to come be small in the stream, like, there's the link. You know, come on.
Link's up at the top.
Perfect.
Oh, there's a new one. Yeah, you put the new one on.
That's all right. It still seems thin. It's got some stuff going on. Little pastry. Hint berry.
Man, when I do berry, I have there's certain things.
It's a small hint though, Bobby. It's a small hint, like you ate the pastry and the pastry totally overpowered.
Yeah, but there's something that always gives me that little bit of note when you're talking about weeders.
Yeah. So that's kind of what it is. This one. Man. That one's pretty damn good. Now I gotta go back the other way.
What happens if you put a drop of water in each one of them?
I can do that.
One stand out when you cut that proof?
Maybe. I've got an empty here. Put some water in there.
I'm just saying, like, you know, sometimes
Dude, they're really close.
A simple drop can give you like a whole different nose.
And I mean, in all honesty, these are very close in proof. You have 112 and
yeah.
115. So
you know, a couple drops here or there, you know, drop it down to a similar proof and see, like, did it change? Because I know that.
All right. So I dropped the same amount in both. It's kind of funny how that worked. The noses are so similar now with that water. That's crazy.
But I'm saying that they sometimes give a different profile.
I don't know the pastry. It's the pastry that has the almond slivers on it.
That's
that's a little bit of berry with the white.
has the little cuts on the top. The little
With the
I know
berry.
exactly what you're talking about.
This guy. And now this one just becomes a very, very light berry forward. Very approachable. It's pleasant.
My gut would tell me the berry note to me, and I could be completely wrong, but for me, that would tell me that's a certain one.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm probably wrong, but for me, I know what it tastes like.
It's there. It's good. Okay, so this really comes down to your drinker style. Okay, I mean they tied in my blind. They tied in my blind. This class has a little more oak. I like oak. Okay, this one has a little more of that berry, but not pronounced. But it's more berry with no oak. Like it's butter and berry and no oak. A little bit of caramel there.
Oh, interesting. That note changed my whole thought process. Because, like, the one I was thinking of, I don't pull a butter note off that.
Yeah, this says butter all day, so I don't know, but this guy, I'm still going to call it a tie. They're both pleasant. For me, this is probably a touch under what I like. But I like oak. I'm a big oak guy. I like oak. I like older shit. I like oak. Oak's my seller.
Yeah.
Fuck me. That's D, man. That's the Weller foolproof.
That was what I was going to say.
So the oaky little bastard. The oaky bastard. That guy. So any way you look at it, I'm gonna say you can't go wrong.
Yeah.
You can call it second, you can call it third, either way. The Canay Farms is just taken off. This is their first release they've ever done. They're actually the largest distiller in the state of Illinois. Bigger than Koval, bigger than Few, bigger than anybody else. Anybody. And they actually distill their grained glass. They've never put bourbon out until now at 4.5 years. And it's by Barrel Blend. It's fucking good. I like it. It gives me things I like. And I'm not a weeder guy. And it gives me that oak. And it gave me more oak than I thought it would. But they use a higher char than most weeders do, which is why I like it.
Do they use like a 5?
It's a 4.
Oh, they're using a 4?
Yeah. They're using the 4. They were using ISC. And then West Virginia Barrel Company.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. And Bobby knows this. I've always said, for me, the Maker's Mark cast strength is way better than the Weller's all day long. And that reigned true. I mean, Maker's Mark 46 cast strength in the OG bottle, I've always said is the best weeder I've ever had. And once again, it reigns supreme. And I haven't tried that bottle. I'm not kidding you. In 2 years. It's been 2 years since I've even touched that bottle. And
well, that's what Steve and I did. We hadn't done Maker's 46 original cast strength in the new bottle in a long time.
Yeah.
We were sitting here one night. I was like, well, I had it sitting over there. And I was like, dude, we haven't hit any of my makers. I have like 14 makers over there.
Yeah, dude.
Put it out,
That thing reigns supreme. I have multiple makers. I have fun stave profiles. I have an all mocha stave one.
Yeah, I have the mocha. I have the
Probably would have
mocha.
won. Probably would have won.
I have the sugar cookie. I
Yeah.
have a bunch of them too.
Yeah.
I have FAO1 backed up, never opened, and then I have one opened, and
Yeah.
which is my favorite makers ever is
To
FAO1.
me, it's just wild. It's wild. Holy shit, man. You know, wild. I'm going to put it in the chat so people know. I wouldn't have guessed it would have went this way. But it's how it worked for me. Maybe others is different, but
At least you were like just throwing out like your honest thoughts, right? Like, because that's what
100%, man. Like you saw me, I mixed them all up. I still went back to it.
Because doing a blind is a lot different than a double blind, but when you
Yeah.
do it and you try to mix it up as best you can still get a real honest review.
Yeah. You know.
Double blinds are a whole different world.
Oh, 100%. I mean, but still at that, my flavor profile that I normally
No, I think most of your notes were like,
If you
I
know with me.
was able to pick them kind of close.
Yeah. Yeah. You know.
I wasn't drinking them. I was just going off of like generic profiles. Like I knew number 4 off the rip was Rebel. I knew that shit right away. That is the worst wheated bourbon I've ever had.
That was surprising. You know, like, and
It was
honestly,
surprising to me. I
good ones.
do not like Rebel.
Some good ones, Bobby. You
I
know?
haven't had anything that would make me pick it over others. I would rather have like regular makers over Rebel.
Yeah.
It'd be like cash strength or 10 or whatever. It didn't matter.
Right.
That's like when I said, why have Rebel cash strength? And I was like, I don't want to drink that. I went and grabbed a Rebel or Red, the antique. And I was like, yeah, I'll just drink some antique. But I will say, though, to match your hat, I am using my, you can't see it on there. I do have my.
I see it. And honestly, if I would have put that in there,
it would have won.
I think it would have won hands down.
Oh, there ain't no doubt about it. No doubt about it. I have drank so many of those fucking bottles. It is unreal. And I am not a weeded dude, and I will take.
No, neither am I. But that hits solid for me. So like I told my dude, I'm gonna open this. I'm gonna try this. I haven't had it yet. I've had the double oak. I've had the double oaked bourbon.
Yeah.
Surprising to me. I've had earlier Peerless stuff. Wow.
That's the Peerless weeded, right?
No, this is the rye. This is
the rye?
Yeah.
I thought, so the original Peerless rye, I really enjoyed. The older Peerless that Steve had, he brought down a newer one.
Okay.
And I liked it, but like when I look at a rye, I'm expecting certain things. Like I really want to taste a certain profile.
Yes.
And there's no doubt about it, man. It was too rich.
Okay.
I think that Peerless that you're having is a really good cigar drinker. But I did.
Hey, everybody, David Schwimmer's here.
Oh, what's up? What's up, Schwims?
Hey.
Hey, he's embracing the AI video that Scarlett Johansson's talking shit about.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was fine.
I mean, I like the message. I don't care about the AI video. I just like the message.
You can only go fuck up so many times.
Mm-hmm.
Before we all say,
I just want, like on the nose, do you find that to be like really, really, really rich.
This, I will let you know after I swirl it for a minute.
Yeah, 'cause I just found it being.
Don't get me wrong. I love their ryes when they were 2 to 3 years old.
Yeah,
They were majestic.
dude,
But
it's so fun.
I hated the fact that they were $129 here in Illinois for a 3-year-old rye.
Right. So I have the very first. So I still have it sitting over there. The very first Peerless rye that they released, and that was the best Peerless rye I ever had.
Like,
Because it was rye. It was what I expected.
Yeah.
But
dude, their bourbon single barrel releases at the distillery have always been stupid fantastic. And when they give you notes, they're spot on.
holy hell.
Oh, I have a Chris Tats, and I see a Lil in the chat. What? He's wearing his dugout shirt. Yes.
Don't make me go get it and modify it.
I
Oh yeah.
I basically
All right,
figured
fine.
I need to be in this shirt because once again we're in the dugout and I'm not drinking with you.
100% Jesus. But honestly, the best 9 hours I ever had hanging out.
Oh yeah,
Good
that
time.
was a great night.
We had such great conversations. We got to watch everybody else do their thing, and we had a blast, man. We had a freaking blast.
Yep.
I was so happy to have you here, and when you left, I missed you, man. I missed you. I missed you.
I can see me having the Peerless you're having right now with the Valor.
Oh, dude, it smells amazing.
Dude, it's super rich. Super rich.
Bobby, it smells amazing. This is better than anything I've nosed all night with the cat's eye and the 6 sweeters. I feel like I'm having a Jason Calori moment right now because I have now
What's up, Lilith?
I have now sampled 12 different things. This is my 13th. This smells great.
Let me move my chalice. Chris, Bobby, look at the screen.
Yes.
Hey,
Hey.
yes, Queen.
Oh,
Yes.
Bobby, it's not as rich as you think.
But bad news for you guys.
What's that?
We're not going to be over in September.
What?
What?
Well, Lil's conference is in Scotland. We've got to go to Glasgow.
Oh, that sounds horrible.
Boo.
That sounds horrible. And you better pick up some amazing scotches. Thank you, Lord.
And
Hold on. You're going where in September in Scotland?
Glasgow?
Glasgow.
What's the dates?
What at the 7th to the 12th is the conference?
Yes, although 8 to the 12th.
8th to the 12th is the conference.
So you want to be there 7th to the 12th.
Bobby, this weeder is
Dad.
dark as hell.
Please.
It drinks almost thin.
Hi, Lil. I hear you in the background.
There is some amazing flavor to it,
I'm just saying
but
hello
it
to you.
still drinks thin. Now, mind you, it's a fresh crack.
Yeah, because mine. So when Steve brought his down, now his was cracked for, I don't know, it was cracked for a bit.
Don't get me wrong, it's really good.
Yeah, it was really good, but it was,
Really good.
we had his, it was really rich. I just remember there being this really rich, like, thick.
Well, I want that, and I'm gonna pop my cap off it and let it really breathe because it's a fresh crack.
You always breathe after you pop a cap, dude.
Yeah,
No doubt about
that sucker's
The
gonna breathe well.
satisfaction of popping a cap that is the best.
We're gonna let that.
Oh,
breathe.
the sulfur from, the other pop a cap, okay.
Oh my goodness, that was my best Clifton, by the way. I tried. Wait. Oh my goodness,
Oh my goodness.
that was really bad.
There you go, Ben.
It's the other arm.
Shit. You know what? I've done 2 barrel picks tonight, and then I jumped into a 6 bottle blind. So,
Dude, don't you like you guys are throwing out some shirts. I could go up and throw on a hat that goes old school.
yes.
I'm just saying, I got what I got.
You know the
Just-
best
just-
part about the dugout shirts? I don't even own one. I just hand
Just
them out.
pick up a koozie, which you should have there, Bobby.
Yeah, I showed you earlier.
I'm one of the only people in the U.S. who doesn't have one of those.
Because you didn't ask, Ben. Jesus.
That's
That's-
right, Lilith. Give him shit. Give him shit, Lilith.
Lil. Number 1, you say you didn't ask. We'll leave that alone. Number 2, you said Jesus. Now we really know why.
Did you zoom in, Chris? It's a custom dugout shirt now.
Exactly. I love it. And if you want one that is made that way, I will make you a custom shirt that way.
Well, I actually, because I knew I couldn't get one in time before Mom ended up back in the hospital, so I don't know if I'll have time to actually mess with it.
Yeah.
I actually ordered some white T-shirts and some printable transfers because I figured that was probably the fastest and easiest way
Hell yeah, dude.
to get it done.
Yeah.
But again, I don't know that I'll have time to do it. But I mean, this will work.
Dude, that's fucking
Blends
awesome.
in.
I love it. I love it.
Natural.
Yeah, no, Bobby, it's dark. The rich notes are there, but I think if I let this open up for a day or two, you know, taking time with it to open it up, not just leave it open for 2 days, but keep on doing that. I think this is really going to take off because it's there. That dark chocolate's there. That rich.
I think if you threw that in that like unsealed skull
Yeah.
for like a day and let it.
I mean, even sitting here, the nose is taking off already in this little tulip. Yeah, I mean, I wasn't impressed with the double oak bourbon the first day I opened it. When I went back to it for a friend that lives like 2 blocks over, I call it a friend. His daughter has class with my boys. He means well. He just needs to be a better sharing bourbon friend, put it that way. And
Yeah.
not for me, just for the community.
That's right.
He does. He
That
does.
is not centered.
Some people really need to do that. You know, they don't need to be hoarders. They need to be sharers when everybody else shares with them.
Dude, I'll tell you what. The people that come over here for poker night once a month.
Brandon Demon Hunter, love you, brother. I get you're nodding off. You got to be at top of your game tomorrow for Valentine's Day. Sometimes you just got to take and do what you got to do and take one for you, not for the team. Line that shit up. Get your rest. Be at top of your game. Get the job done, son.
It's already Valentine's Day.
There you go. It's my words of inspiration for Canada today.
We're already most of the way through Valentine's Day over here.
Well, you already did your job. And if you didn't, shame on you. But by the look of your face and the fact that you're trying not to pay attention, you did a good job. Cheers.
No, well, there's a lamb roast in the smoker at the moment for dinner. So
That sounds like doing a pretty good job to me.
and
Right, man, what's up?
Not a whole lot. I'm just curious because I came in a little bit late. What is in your glass?
Right now, I just did the 6 different weeders.
Yeah.
But
Oh, Peerless. Okay.
I opened up a Peerless double oak rye.
Beautiful.
I was asked to give a fair review on this, so that's what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. I want to see it opened up for a couple more days on a fresh crack.
Yeah.
On a fresh crack, I think it's good. Okay.
Yeah.
Fresh crack, I think it's good. Fresh crack,
It gets better.
max value $69.
Oh, yeah.
Better.
which
Wait.
hurts because it's like 119. Okay.
Yeah.
But
Oh, yeah, I was going to say that Peerless Rye is not cheap.
no, but
I would
it's
gladly
been
pay
open-
$70
while
for
it's
that.
been open and in my glass, the nose has improved. The second taste has improved as the air's got to it.
Yeah.
I think if it gets another week, maybe 2, we're
And,
ball.
yeah, I mean, I wish I knew the chemistry behind it, but generally, really oaky products definitely need a lot more air to fully integrate and bring out those flavors and everything. Because I've noticed that with all the double oak stuff that I've ever had, it tastes okay out of the bottle, like on a fresh crack, but after a week or 3, it tastes way better just because it's got some
Dude,
oxygen
and
on it.
see that my third sip, letting it sit here. Fucking good. That first 2 sips, that's it. I'd give it a thumbs up all day.
I just cracked a Stag
I
24.
would say that's a buy all day, man.
That's
Oh,
a
okay.
drink.
So I just cracked this.
You just cracked the Stag?
Yeah, 24D. And it's okay. It's not a normal Stag, but I'm hoping in like a week or 2, maybe it'll be good again.
So you know something you can do, right? Give you an idea of what it'll be like in a week or 2.
What's that?
Is give your
but
you have a pour in a Glen, right?
Yeah.
Only
Grab
just
another Glen,
And
Just-
then
start to pour
Yeah.
it, go way up, and let the
Yeah.
air shoot down through it and come back up, like you would with wine.
Oh
You
yeah.
can do the same thing with whiskey, and it'll give you like an idea of what it will be in like X amount of days. Like
Yeah.
with a little bit of like headspace, it's just the introduction to the air, right? Oxygen
Right.
in there. And I don't ever see like in wine world, you always do that. Like you'll never see anybody pour it.
No, you don't always do that.
It's poured like way up here.
No. If
But
it's
you
a
can
very
do
young
this
wine,
thing.
yes.
But you can
But-
do the exact same thing with whiskey, and I don't think enough people do that. It's like pour it deep, man. Let it
Yeah.
go through. It'll still foam and bubble all across the top and get that all floated towards the top. And you'll get so much more out of it than the idea of just letting it know, like, hey, this is what it's going to taste like with a little bit more of like headspace.
Yeah. I might go get one of my wine aerators and just pour myself another Glen. Just
Dude,
for
an
fun.
aerator is fucking
dude,
fantastic.
it makes as big of a difference for wine.
Oh, dude,
Reverber.
agree, because it evaporates faster because it's so much higher proof.
Yeah. Especially in this really hot room. This is my office where I work during the day. My house is normally very cold, so I leave the heater on overnight. So it's like 80 degrees in here right now.
Oh,
I'm
fuck
actually
off. I
sweating.
would melt.
Oh,
Hey,
it's
have
so
things
nice.
got better in the wine business for you?
Fuck no, we're closing.
Are
What?
you really?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, we're gonna close. Oh shit, yeah.
What?
I'll tell you more off stream, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Alright.
we're not gonna survive the year, so
Are we
You gotta do what you gotta do.
so I got to buy cases for you?
Yeah, so Lil won about half a dozen cases then.
so Chris and Lil, I'm actually hand bottling 2 full barrels of wine for personal consumption. So you guys will be flooded in wine. Don't you guys worry.
What are you pouring?
What am I bottling?
Yeah.
A Cabernet Sauvignon in a new French oak barrel from Horse Heaven Hills in Washington. And then I'm also going to do, as of right now, a Mourvedre from up the road. What the fuck is that called? It's a Mourvedre. It's one of the 3 main Rhone grapes. So it's the spicy one.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. It's going to be
But you,
all of them are fantastic.
where's your cab from? You said Washington. What vineyard?
Finney Hill Vineyard.
Finney Hill.
Yeah.
I was a wine dude for a long time. Matter of fact, we
Yeah.
were having so my daughter came up
I've never heard him say long that long.
and she said, "Hey, I want you to make me like her favorite meal, and her favorite meal is like so I do a charcoal mesquite smoked strip,
Okay.
and then I do like a baby portobello sauteed mushrooms.
Mhm.
And when I put that together, I usually bring out like a 2010 to 2012 Trinchero Malbec.
Yeah.
So I know fat guy shit, right? And I know that food and wine makes fat guys happy.
Mm-hmm.
But I was for 14 years, I went to Napa about 10 times a year. I went to Napa, I went up to Alexander Valley. I even went down to Louis Obispo, just anywhere in California because I worked in California.
Yeah.
And so my favorite winery in all of California is actually a small batch winery that you can only buy their shit at their distillery or their winery.
Or their winery.
They just small batch. It's called Piketty. Piketty Brothers Winery is up on Montebello Road. And the only two people up there on the oldest winery in America.
Yeah.
Is Piketty
and
the Ridge. So they didn't have to ever cut down their vineyards during Prohibition because they were the sacramental wine for the churches. So they have really old vine, big root. So they don't have single drops. They have the big root with all the way across.
Oh yeah.
And whenever I went there, all I did was buy everything Leslie Estate because it was super old vine, right?
Yeah.
And it was super limestone rich.
Huh.
And you get into that limestone, when that limestone kicks into that like heavy, dark Leslie Estate cab and that stuff, you're just like, oh, Jesus Lord, that's so fucking good.
All right, guys, what should I drink next?
Let's go find a bottle.
Chris, I was going to ask you, how does that rye compare to this one?
Which one? Bro, I can't see him.
Kingslayer.
I'll be right back. I'm going to grab a wine opener.
It's a custom Kingslayer.
That rye doesn't compare to it. Kingslayer wins.
Kingslayer was amazing.
It was, but have you seen my custom version, Bobby?
I have.
No,
I know you have. I don't know if Bobby has.
I haven't.
All right,
It's a better bottle.
I have. My
See?
Kingslayer's outside. Which I
That's
have.
very funny.
It's funny because it's true.
Fact.
What should I have? Nothing?
Yeah.
Um,
From that distillery, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, man. You got so much back there to choose from. Pick something good.
Pick something fun you haven't had in a long time.
Fun I haven't had in a long time. Oh, shit. This could be interesting.
Like, I'm thinking, like, go fun from, like, 2022 or 2021.
Oh.
Like, something you look at and you're just like, I haven't drank that in forever.
Okay. I like that challenge.
And I'll see what I can do.
Done.
Hey, Ben.
Done. This is easy.
Ben, you want to see something that's funny?
Oh, boy, is it your dick?
No, that's not funny. That's impressive.
Yeah, it's true. I've seen it.
Let's not give him too much credit.
You see how much is in this?
Yeah.
Ben, watch what you ask for, buddy.
Yeah, that's giving me stuff.
Oh my goodness, he flexed that kind of dick on you. Wait till I flex mine, and I wasn't trying to flex.
So you know how that happened, right? Because I gave you the last of mine, right?
Yeah. So what did that come from your brother?
Yeah, I told Steve, I say, dude, you know what I'm out of? I'm out of this. He's like, you want a bottle? And I was like, yeah. He's like, yeah, I got plenty.
Motherfucker. I still have some because I only drink it with you.
So he gave me this one. He said, well, when you're done with that, let me know because I have 4 more.
Oh my God.
Joker, what's going on? Mr. Mom.
So I'm going to pour some Boone County 1833 just to enjoy with you.
Well, what are you pouring, Chris? So I can either match Bobby or you, or try to go in between.
I was refilling my water bottle. Hold, please. All right.
I only drink this shit when we talk shit.
This happened. So
fucking
don't yell at me now. Yell at me later.
This shit smelling this made me want to put another Zen pack in, but it's getting
So this was actually just pre-COVID. This is one of my favorite brands of all times.
Here we go.
Only known to Washington, D.C. in Illinois.
Oh, you're going that way.
Yeah.
You know what? I will use that as an excuse to fresh crack one.
There you go.
So I'm going to go with the Untitled. This is a single barrel pick from the Adventurers Club. That was a 13-year pick, 13-year MVP.
Yeah, I'm going to go with one of the standard releases, but I've been needing an excuse to open it.
Oh, God, I love those. I love those so much. I love all of them. I love all of them, Ben. You know that. So this is a 122 proof Adventurers Club pick. They did 5 picks at the club. This is one of the 5 Joker picks. I'm not
Cheers,
sure
Lewis.
where this is. It doesn't say.
Well,
One of the 5.
I don't remember.
Look at the date bottle. Ben said pick some from 2020.
Yep.
9/12/20.
I don't remember the recipe on this one, but I'm sure it's going to be wild.
Which one?
Number 20, batch 1.
Oh, number 20. Oh, dude.
I've never had it.
You've never had it?
I'm
You're
going
in for a fucking treat, bro.
for Chris going going live.
Open up the tag. It's going to tell you everything about it.
But I want to try. I think I want to try it first because I know it's going to be a wild ride.
But dude, I'd pour that deep though.
Okay, so I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you. I held that out of my Wheated Blind tonight.
This is weeded?
It's Wheated, baby.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh,
Don't sound so disappointed.
it's fucking good though, dude.
All right. Well, it's open, so we're going to find out.
Right
All
now,
I'm going to tell you is it's a 12-year Wheated and it's finished.
mine is delicious.
I bet it is.
Glug, glug, brug.
All right, so I aerated my stag 4 times, and I spilled all over the place, but we'll see.
Did your aerator leak?
It did. So it's a wine aerator that you're supposed to put over a decanter, and it's got these little
Yes.
tubes on the side, and it started squirting out the sides.
That means you did a good job.
Look at that color.
That's what happens when you don't close the reservoir. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Look at that fucking color.
Wow, that's got a funky nose.
Bro, you're in for a funkadilla ride. This
Well,
is their last produced bottle.
Mm-hmm. And it's probably one of the only ones I might still be able to get it back up.
Chris, I'm surprised you're back on. I thought you were like jetting.
Yeah, I'm going to. My sister's just turned up. She's staying down for the weekend, and
Right on.
so
All right.
yeah.
All right, man. Cheers, man.
Enjoy your lamb.
Good to see you, Chris.
Take
Cheers,
it easy,
Chris.
guys. Talk
Cheers,
to you
Will.
soon.
Cheers, buddy.
You are.
See you guys.
Oh, it smells so good. How has it been? I know it's great. I've had it.
That's got a lot of shit coming up.
It's got I think that one's got 5 finishes, bud.
I'm taking it in.
He turned his head to the left, and I thought he was going to go all max headroom on us.
Well, let's hope not. Like,
Wow,
number
this is
nine-
true.
yeah, dude.
I'm like literally like clicking my tongue almost.
Yeah, dude, it's so good. Number 19 is a bourbon, and it is a dessert pour like no tomorrow. Like,
I have a 19 too that I haven't opened yet.
oh, dude, it's dessert in a glass. You're
All
not
right,
gonna
well,
have 2
20.
pours. You're not gonna have 2 pours of it in a night. But if you want a good after dinner pour, that's a dessert pour.
Yeah,
It's
yeah. This is why I have no idea what the hell this is.
yeah.
Untitled Whiskey Number 20 is a blend of 12-year wheated bourbon, finished in Outer Banks distilling rum, Bordeaux-style red wine casks from RDV, cognac, and Supreme Core hard cider casks.
Yes.
Who the hell is RDV?
I don't know. It's a wine shit. You should know that. It says capital R, lowercase d, capital V.
Yeah, it's some random
The
winery.
important part of there was the hard D. I'm just saying.
The hard D.
Hard D.
Not any D, boys and girls.
Not ED, hard D. Totally different things.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's a bottle of. Wow.
Honestly, Ben, dude, it's a glorious pour. And if you ever want to back up, let me know. My store here has a case of 19 and 20 extras here.
All right. My problem is I know they're so rare at this point that like I need an excuse to open it. You pulled Untitled. I don't have an Adventurers Club Untitled, so
they're hard to find. You don't want
no, but you did hook me up with one other
for that.
No, but I do have a different single cask thing.
Yeah, I paid
but
too.
That's a more like Chris comes to New York bottle.
I paid way too fucking much for this bottle, but you know I love the Untitled. You know I love the 13 and 14-year-old MGP, old school.
Yep, the old Metsy stuff.
I'm a fucking whore for it. I'm not gonna lie.
It's fun. It's so different.
It is, and every barrel's different.
Mm-hmm. And it's a goddamn shame they're gone.
Like this one doesn't give me the sugar tongue tingles. But those goddamn Pingries.
Yeah, well.
Those goddamn Pingries.
You're lucky enough to have some. I mean, I have some red labels at this point, but you know, it's not the same.
Oh, that's all I can say, buddy.
Mm-hmm. But I've gotten to drink some of them, and yeah, I know what you mean.
Like, it makes me happy and it hurts me all the same. You know, like they're so glorious. And goddamn, I'm redoing my shelves next week.
Why? They look fantastic.
I'm just moving bottles to make it more concise because, like.
Oh yeah, I need somebody who loves whiskey and has massive OCD to come here one day, and just spend like a week here.
Bro, I don't need a week. I can do it in a day, but I might pass out for a month.
That's why I gave you a week.
No, but I don't care if you have the OCD of Sheldon. You're not getting this place done. You're not getting this whiskey organized in a day. No fucking way.
Nope.
It spans 2 floors.
Oh
yeah.
Hey, we got a famous guest coming on right now. I haven't seen this guy in a hot minute. I miss him. He is one of my favorites of all time. Mark Northwest.
What up, gorgeous?
But then again, I only come online like 2 times a year anymore. So, you know,
what's up, buddy?
My birthday and then on my birthday.
Oh, it's good to see you, my friend.
So, friends, let that be known. February 19th is coming. Might be an epic stream of just stupid bottle cracks.
I don't know. The only bottle crack I can do right now is an Eagle Rare store pick.
Hang on. I got to make this a 3-way shirt. There we go. Okay.
There you go.
Our DUI prevention task force.
Prevention.
Look at Mark's shirt.
Oh, okay.
So this is now the dugout. Fuck Kanye. DUI prevention task force custom shirt.
That's awesome. I thought that was the Pat Mahomes Senior shirt for a second. Now, mind you, I'm a baseball guy, but god damn, Pat's fucked up so many times.
You need me to send you like a bourbon battalion or something? I can send you something.
Oh, me?
Yeah, you can.
I have stuff. I don't know.
I'm not sure who you are, but Slante to you as well.
That is Orlando. He's good people.
Oh, fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know you're Orlando, but thank you for coming.
Well, now you know him.
Bringing out.
What's up, Orlando?
He's newer to the community, but good people.
Hey, Ben. Honestly, right now, these are going to be the best of the year. You know,
Mazda?
you know that's a dick barrel.
Oh, that's those. Did you ever find out which one was the?
I have a clue doing my own research from my photos. Yes.
Okay,
And it's my favorite.
big shocker.
Yeah, big shocker and actually very horrible since I have to say I like the fucking D.
Yeah, well, we know.
I like the fucking D in my mouth. Fuck.
What do
I
you
never
call?
thought I'd have to say that, but I'm the dumbass that drew
Did you get that squared away into happening?
veiny male appendage all over a barrel. Yes.
Chris, is that confirmed happening?
It's going to be. Yeah, I'm sending the samples to Tim. He didn't get the first ones for some reason. I don't know what happened. So I'm sending more tomorrow.
Derek probably took them.
So he can try them. And then once that happens, like Timmy wants to buy quite a bit of this.
Mhm.
Words. I want some, and then whatever's left, man. Let's roll. Let's roll.
Make it, friends and family.
Oh, 100%. 100%. Also for anybody, I haven't been online forever. My latest cat's eye pick just landed at the store yesterday, not going to be sold till today. It actually went up in proof, which is kind of cool. Didn't need to. But it is a 9-year light whiskey from MGP, finished in a Plump Jack Cabernet cask, and it jumped up to 144.7 proof. And if you're a cigar smoker, it is a naughty little girl that does not drink anywhere close to hazmat. Like, it drinks at 115, 118. It's delicious, and it's like $45.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Better than their wine.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah. Where can we get it?
Yep.
When are they actually dropping it?
Tomorrow.
Okay.
Do I not have you on here?
Probably.
Probably not.
I'm making sure my shit's right on here really quick for anybody that's interested, because I'm not going to broadcast.
Yeah. I type in Chris and I get 3 Chris Tats on there. I'm like, well,
It's always Tats' fault, man.
freaking Tats.
That guy's so good at that.
Blowing up my phone when I don't want him to.
There you go. It's in the chat.
Woot woot.
And if you do that, just include your shipping address, and then we'll take care of that too. I'll contact you.
I'll
Give
take
your-
one.
Okay.
You have all my information.
I know your info.
You can just put it in my box.
Yeah. Yeah. For shipping, honestly, if you're buying one bottle, it's $10. Keep it easy. So what I just posted plus 10. Put your address in there. I'll get it shipped out to you. I'll be over there tomorrow morning to grab them.
Well, I want one.
Anything on those? The one I really want.
It's the same fucking store. I'll be there tomorrow, dick fuck.
No. No, I'm talking about the one you haven't gotten samples of yet.
Your cabin strength?
No.
What one's that? There's so much
Lisa,
going on, Ben. I don't even know.
I'll text you.
Text me. I can
Why
answer.
you gotta be so secret? What kind of shit are you hiding?
Well, it's not hiding anything. I don't know that they're actually picking.
Oh, no. Those assholes stole all their barrels.
They're gone?
They had somebody come in and ask to buy all their barrels outright without weighing them, nothing. Like they pulled samples for us and they're like, we're not going to send them to you because we sold all the barrels outright. We had a group come in and pay us a flat fee per barrel and walk out with them that day on a truck. We didn't expect that. We didn't expect that.
That's so maybe I should move on that one I texted you.
You should. You should. I mean, I don't know, but
yeah, I hear you. I mean, it's a crapshoot, but it's not like I don't have a couple of crapshoots here.
Yeah, dude. I mean, like seriously, that was crazy because we contacted them back and we're like, "Yo, what's going on? We've been waiting. We're ready to buy. We have multiple buyers. So it's not a problem getting the barrel, moving the barrel for us or anything. Like we're ready to roll." They're like, "Yeah, well, we had somebody that walked in and wrote us a check and bought all of them."
Can't fault them for that though.
No, hell no. Hell no.
I mean, as long as they made sure the check was good.
Yeah.
It was like 100 barrel purchase, and you know what those barrels cost, so figure it out.
That wasn't a check.
Yeah, that was a wire transfer, by the way. It was a check.
Yeah.
It was not it was not a Vucum, it was not a Mazal, it was no, that was a wire transfer. This was not the watch game. And by the way, I love watching the watch game online, and it's become my new horrible passion over buying bourbon these days. So fuck my life. I went from a couple $100 a month to liking things that are 10 to 20 grand a month. So yeah.
Yeah, see, luckily I went through that phase when I was
younger.
Much younger.
So I have a couple. From New York. You're from New York. It happens, and honestly, Ben, you know as well as I do. I went through that phase young, but I went through a bunch of shit, and I sold all my shit.
Yeah, I know, and it's different now too.
And the thing that hurts me is what I had.
Oh yeah, you don't
get it back now. Fuck my life, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like that game is so different from when I had to do what I had to do because of my wife being sick.
You did what you manned up. You did what you had to do. It doesn't matter.
I know, but where I am now, and I'm like, oh, I want that.
Mm-hmm.
I want that back, and I go look, and I'm like, son of a bitch. I wear a Casio.
Yeah, I don't even. I wear a Fitbit. I have some. You got some of I have some very nice watches. Maybe not 20, 30, but 5 to 10. Yeah, I have a couple of very nice pieces, allegedly that got lost in the same boating accident. But anyway, and I wear a freaking Fitbit.
That's why you're a Mazal warrior.
What? I saw something the other day. I'm going to totally butcher this too, but somebody was saying that Fitbits and Apple Watches are just Tamagotchis for real people, and the people you're trying to keep alive is a person wearing it. And that messed with somebody's head. I was like, what the? I thought about that for a minute. I'm like, holy shit, you're right.
I mean, the more studies that are coming out on it, like I have the Ultra or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be honest, man. I was having issues I never had when I was wearing it. I quit wearing it, and I would sporadically wear it, and that was way better. But if I wore it for days on end, and didn't take it off, besides charging, I had some issues. And I walked away from it. It's in my drawer.
Was it because paying too much attention to it?
No. Actual physical how I felt.
Really?
And when I stopped wearing it, and I wasn't paying attention to the results at all. I couldn't even tell you what the results were.
All right,
5
guys, I'm
5
gonna
days
head out.
later, Bobby. 5
man.
days later,
Yep. Cheers, guys.
dude. I felt great.
Yeah, call me tomorrow, Chris.
I will. I got you. I'll call you before noon.
All right, bye.
Later, bud.
Dip.
But like all of a sudden, like, dude, I had energy. I was all good. Shit was great. Absolutely great. And I didn't even understand where we got how I got where I was at. You know what I'm saying? Like absolutely stupid. Absolutely stupid. Makes no sense. Like can't even tell you. But there was something with it. And I was a million times better. And my wife will tell you the same thing. As soon as I stopped wearing it all the time, I felt good. I didn't complain about
You
shit.
think it's something the metal or?
Well, I personally think so. I think there's a lot of it that goes on with it, with the repetitive checking all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And there have been studies that have come out now in the last 2 months that have said wearing them is the worst thing you could ever do in your life. And they're finding out it's causing lifelong problems or end of life problems with people, which, I mean, if you're shooting pulseless through people 24/7,
Yeah.
and now we found out, like, especially with the Apple Watch, it wasn't like once every couple minutes or anything like that. It was like 4 times a minute. If you're constantly shooting a different charge through somebody, 4 times a minute, depending on the frequency, all that stuff, it's probably not a good idea. But what do I know? I'm not a scientist, guys. I'm a fucking illustrator and a designer, and I make really cool drawings.
You do?
Just want to stick around a long time for my 9-year-old twins. That's all I care about.
Speaking of which, that's a T-shirt I still freaking need.
Oh, you want one of those? I got you.
I came up with it.
Well, I don't know if you came up with it. He's the one who set it online. And we had shirts the next week.
Yeah, I know, and I've been asking for it ever since.
I got you.
Whatever, no big deal.
I got plenty of it here.
Yeah.
What are we drinking next?
I've got
man?
a 9-year-old. Oh. Hey, Chris, I've got a 9-year-old that turns 10 in 2 weeks. 2 weeks from today, actually.
Dude, my guys, okay, I had my guys when I was 40.
Mm-hmm.
So they just turned 9 on February 3rd. My birthday's the 19th.
Oh,
so
okay.
I'll be 49. So next year's the big 10 for them.
Yeah.
Ooh, double digit. And yeah, dad turned 50. So hip hop hooray.
Yeah.
Naughty by nature.
Yeah. Not that I hate you. Oh, yeah. I'm right there, Mark. I'm right there,
Yep.
man.
Yep.
I'm right there. What are you having next, Ben? Or are we letting these guys call it?
I mean, they can call it. I poured a second pour of the Untitled not long ago, but I'll drink it quick because it's funky, but it's fun.
Dude, they've all been funky. They all been fun, and they were like the OGs doing like blends before cigar blend. Just calling it out as it is. But they were only sold in Washington, D.C. and Chicago. So
Yep. This was picked up in D.C., this bottle.
Yeah.
Well, actually, when we went down and saw Chris and Lil,
yeah,
that's when I found this bottle.
one of the former Caps players. That's why it's 1-8 distilling, by the way.
You know,
Well, it went to
closed it all last year. So
I know. Right, but like a couple of weeks before we went down.
dude, I've been in contact with them for 6 months about coming to do, I hate this, an 18-year-old MGP barrel pick. Because they were still sitting on them.
Mm-hmm.
And they're the ones that rolled them all out to people when they closed. And I told him, I got cash. I have other people. We will have the cash. We will be able to buy it. You just have to let me come taste it to make sure it's worthwhile. We will come buy 18-year-old MGP. We will come. I will come to New York. I will purchase.
Have cash, need whiskey.
Yeah. I'm sure all of you guys would have never said no when I said, yo, here's the opportunity. This is what it is. I'm going to need money. 18-year-old MGP, 36% barrel strength. Go. I don't think anybody was going to complain.
Nope.
We were probably paying $249. Probably, well, that's high end. We were probably paying $219. Sorry, I forget about the numbers. $219.
Still not bad.
Yeah, because they had some 20-year-old.
Yeah.
They had 20-year-old shit or almost 20-year-old shit, which I'm guessing is either the Oakley or the Watch Hill proper.
Mm-hmm.
And when they were talking about that, when I was talking to them, we were talking $249 to $289, which, now it's 20. So we're talking $1,000 bottles for these guys because, well, they can.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, who's this down here? Mark, why are you on here twice?
Uh-oh.
Oh, some hip hop parade! You won't let me solo shit because I'm on the free shit. There it goes.
Underrated. So
Yeah.
underrated.
I love these guys, man.
I fuck with Naughty by Name. Fucking love it.
I live in top of hip hop. This is hip hop of the day. I give props to hip hop, so hip hop parade. Ho, hey, ho, hey, ho, hey, ho. Hip hop parade.
Wow.
And
New Jersey looks the exact same.
their time, man.
Welcome back to your first copyright strike.
Yep.
Nah, I don't give a fuck.
I was just going to say New Jersey looks the exact same then as it does now. So,
Yeah, man.
It
They
smells.
They were ahead of their time, dude.
That was an interesting view.
All right, so what are you drinking now?
Apparently, black screen.
Black what?
the screen is completely black. We can't see anything except for powered by StreamYard.
Oh, that's Ben's fault.
Probably.
There it is.
That was Black Justice.
Well, unless I go downstairs, I've only got an Eagle Rare up here, so.
What is
I know. It's from Ed down in Cali. Follow one on stream.
Nice. All right, Ben, what are we doing?
I'm trying to say, well, we're not drinking Eagle Rare.
Unless it's a 17-year.
Just one time?
I don't have.
Drink a long camp?
Drink a long camp?
Which one?
Yeah, drink a long camp. You're picking it. We're all drinking along.
Yeah. The problem is Troy only has
drink along.
apparently Eagle Rare.
Troy knows how to walk down.
Well,
He's capable.
I can
He's
go
not
downstairs.
All right.
Yet.
If I don't shave, I turn into a Yeti.
I'm guessing that.
I have an idea.
Chris, I Venmo'd you, so.
I saw it. I do have
Okay.
it. You are good to go. I will grab that tomorrow when I go there.
All right. And I put my number in private chat in case you need it. Or if you want to sign me up for Cat Facts or some bullshit.
What the fuck is that?
Cat Facts? It's an old internet thing. Don't worry
Okay,
about it.
your address and all that's here. I don't care. I got you.
All right.
You are good to go, buddy. As long as I have your address and I can send it to you,
All right.
you want
I'm
to text
curious
me?
what
all you
Ben's
want,
coming back with.
You're good to go. I'll give you my number. I don't give a shit. I'm a simpleton.
Yep. I got my naughty by nature fix for the night, so I'm ready to do a last pour. We go turn on a war movie and go to fucking bed.
Yo, dude? I gotta ask this. I grew up with having good friends that did the same thing with war movies and hanging out with them. What's your go-to movie, dude?
Dude, Black Hawk Down.
Oh my god, yes!
Dude,
Yeah.
I love Black Hawk
Mark,
Down.
I'm gonna throw this down. This is gonna be horrible. Nacho Bel Grande, double chicken, extra jalapenos, Black Hawk fucking down.
Oh, I might have that one, man. Hold on.
Let's fucking go.
Yep, absolutely. Let's go.
Dude, that was Sunday night at the bar up in Wisconsin because everything in Illinois closed at 11. We would work. We worked at
Chris,
So larceny.
Be right back.
I can do so many larceny barrel brews.
But Mark, we would work until 11, so we'd have to drive the 5 miles to Wisconsin to the one bar to go there, and we would sit there because they were open until 2 on Sunday night because we worked all night, so it was our chance to drink.
Yeah.
So we would drink there, but we would leave at 1, go hit the truck stop that had the Taco Bell.
Yep.
Oh my god. The Nacho Bel Grande with the double chicken, the extra jalapenos, Black Hawk Down on the DVD player.
Yeah.
Money.
Yeah, and there's so many layers of why Black Hawk Down hits it, because they do not only hit the fucking the Delta Forces guys in there, plus with the Rangers.
Yes.
And they have their different missions, and the way that movie showed both of those elements, it's inequivalent to anything else. Like, they did such a good job showing that.
They did. My good friend that lived with me for a hot minute, and that's how this all started, was the Ranger who was there at that time.
Yeah.
So that's why we watched it, and he was okay with watching it, because not everybody's okay with it. Right. He was okay with it because he made it out and everything was okay, and he did his thing and it all worked out okay. So he loved watching that when we got fucking drunk and had fun. He was like, yeah, let's go. And seriously, we'd make it about 10 minutes in and he'd be so amped up, fired up, and he would just crash out, pass out.
Yeah.
That dude never ate his food. He was crash out, pass out guy.
Yeah, because that level of exertion it's exhausting.
Yeah. Yeah. It brought it back.
I've been there and I know it. It's exhausting.
So quick.
Yeah.
Yeah. He got to such a high so quick that it fucking dropped him to the floor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. So bourbon, you just pulled some larceny variable.
So we're doing, Ben, what was that? B523?
Yep. I was looking for 522, but I put my hand on 23.
Oh, there's so many goofy bottles. I don't think I have that as far as 23s go.
No way.
I quit chasing them, dude.
Well, that's one of the lessons I got. I was looking for B522, but I found the 23. If you want to do B522, that's it.
I've only got the 522 and the 922.
723 because Fred Minnick said it's good.
I did not buy the 523 because I was kind of put off after 922. I was just like, I'm not a huge fan of these larcenies right now. So, and apparently they're getting better, but
no, I'll tell you what, Ben, I will go with my favorite. that I called it out before anybody on the tube. The B521 that I said was baby WLW, and then
I
and
know
everybody and their mother reviewed it and said the same thing, and they all started chasing it like a hot fucking potato.
that's what I was looking for 21 or 22, but I found 23, so that's what I brought over.
You're all
All right.
good. I just
enough.
remember
I
when
got
started that
B522.
shit before anybody else, and then Jason and everybody else followed along, and like everybody and their mother went batshit crazy about this shit. It still smells glorious.
How did I hurt myself putting a cork in a bottle?
You are from Washington.
I've done that. I've done the snake bite where you get the little flap of skin caught between the bottle and the cork.
I've done that before.
Mhm.
I'm not joking, guys. Mark has me fired up right now. After that, I want to watch the Black Hawk Down. I want to go make myself some fucking nachos and shit.
Right.
Years. I want to fucking go relive that really quick because I can.
No, that's what I'm
Not
gonna
just
do.
that
I'm
shit.
gonna have this last pour with you guys, and then I'm gonna go fucking watch Black Hawk Down.
I might have to do that too.
I'm fucking excited. Oh my god.
My daughter doesn't have school tomorrow. My wife's not working. I just have to be online tomorrow. So it's like, yeah,
I have to bill 5 ads tomorrow for the new company I started, the publishing company.
Mhm.
All of them are sent in artwork, like camera ready. All I got to do is bill it, which takes 10 minutes to bill all 5 of them from yesterday, because I don't have to design the ads. They're all done. So I don't have shit to do.
Nice.
I just
like
have
an easy
to.
Friday.
Sounds glorious.
I just have to get the boys to school tomorrow.
Mm.
That
So-
doesn't sound glorious.
It's probably been 6 months since I've had a larceny. It smells like
larceny and the ECBPs are sitting on the shelves again here in Illinois.
Oh yeah, everywhere.
I'm starting to see I'm seeing multiple, the B920 or B523, B524 and C924 on the shelves at the same time, which never happens around Washington, at least.
Oh, dude, like the
tastes like grass. What the hell?
all the 24s are available in Illinois. All the larcenies for 23 and 24 are available. The A125s in both are sitting on shelves at all the stores right now.
Yeah.
Nobody's buying them.
All right. I'm going to do 522 and 922 next to each other.
It's so
I,
bad because
like I said, have not had these in
they had
forever.
so much going on, man, and they screwed it. They literally screwed it. And then they had to bring back Evan Williams freaking
The single barrels.
yeah. And raise the price double.
Yep. And those Elijah Craig 18 years are not even as good as the fucking single barrels.
No.
And they're lower proof.
Well, they vary.
They do vary.
Because they're single barrels, yeah.
I haven't had a good one in 2 years.
Yeah.
Like, there was a hot spot for them, and they were really good.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I had one. I had a good one. I'm like, oh, this is good. I went back and tried it a couple weeks later. I went out and I bought a couple more just to put them away because they were good. They weren't too woody. They weren't too this, too that.
Yep.
I'm like, after a month, I've had it open and it's still this good. I'm good. I'm grabbing more.
Yep. They were right in that sweet spot.
They were. So I grabbed a couple more. They're still in my tubs and shit because mine's still like 95% full. I mean, honestly, that used to be something like over here when people came over, they would ask for all the time. Oh, can I get that pour? Now nobody asks.
Well, If I ever make it over there, I will definitely ask for that one.
Bring it on.
No, I'm laughing at I've got, Danny here because mom's in the hospital again. And
Yeah.
well, he's been laying on the couch and he's so fed up and wants to go to bed so much he's sitting on the stairs now. He's like, yo, what are we doing here?
Oh yeah.
All right, guys. I'm literally gonna go turn on Black Hawk Down.
Dude, that sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Good to see
I'm
you,
gonna
Mark.
finish this. I'm probably gonna do the same thing, guys.
Yeah.
That works.
Finish up with Ben and Troy here real quick, but sounds like a good idea. It's early enough before I have to get up and get the kids up, and we can watch a little movie.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Love you guys. Good night.
Later, guys.
Mark.
Love
Good
you,
luck
miss
with
you. Great to see you again.
Good luck with your online training, Mark. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, absolutely. Good night, guys.
See ya. Yeah, I'm going to be spending the weekend in Tacoma, which is right by where Mark lives. So I'm going to bring him a bunch of samples. I got so much stuff I need to bring him. I could probably 12-pack I need to bring him. And then I know he's got some stuff for me, but one of these days I need to go over to Mark's house and just crash. Just like be on his live stream and just crash on his floor somewhere. I'll be happy as a clam. I don't care.
Sounds like a great idea.
It does sound like a great idea.
It doesn't sound terrible.
No. Because I think he's got like 3 times the number of bottles that I have, so be a good time. Yeah, I spent the weekend over at the winter whiskey warm up in Florida with Cheech.
Oh, I did see those photos. How was it?
So I went 2 years ago in 2023.
Okay.
And by the way, the weather right now in Florida is fantastic. I went in March 2 years ago. It was pouring rain, which sucked. But I will say this trip was a smaller crew, but it was the crew you want to hang out with. Like the ones like Lawrence Bamer was there, T-Rob, Whiskey Food Dude.
Yeah, the pictures looked like it was about half the crowd that was there last year.
Yeah. So a lot of people had to cancel because they either got sick or they had family members die, unfortunately. So they had to cancel out. And, okay. I understand that. But the crew that was there, it was just like, you go to college and you hang out with your friends and then you don't see each other for like 10 years and you get back together. Yep. It was that exact situation. It was a really good time. And I got to meet Sierra for the first time. So yeah, so it was a good trip. But during the bottle share that we did on Saturday, Paul's uncle, Chuck, he brought the Old Forester President's Choice, and he actually brought 2 different versions of it. And it makes me want to basically drain a bank account to go buy those bottles. They're so effing good.
Caramel bomb.
Yeah.
Like rich ass butterscotch caramel bomb.
Yeah.
Yep.
They're so good.
100%.
Yeah.
So anytime you see the 100 proofers,
the black label ones, yeah, I've got a few of those.
Work your way into those because the deal is when you buy the blue labels, they're 5.5 years old.
Yeah.
The black labels have notoriously been 9 to 11 years old. At that 100 proof, where the presidentials are
10,
11 years old, at 100 to 108 proof.
Oh, the President's Choice that we had this one was 57.4%, which is what, 114.8?
Yeah.
And then we had, this one was 55.15%. So that's what, 110?
111.
Yeah.
Those are high. So those are new this year, right?
Yeah. Well, we finished off both of them. So thank you, Chuck. Chuck was very generous with those. Those were amazing
That's awesome.
bottles. And then what else we have? We had
Rules.
GTS 2008, Kentucky Owl, something or other. I don't know. We had some good stuff, but I will say hanging out with the people was the best part. So I got to meet Fats Wave for the first time, Tony Bag of Donuts. I got to meet Sierra. God, there was somebody else I just met too. I got to look at it. No, actually, that might have been all of them. No, those are the 3 people I met.
Yeah,
So,
dude, that's always the best part. Meeting the people. It's not
Yeah.
the tours. It's not anything else. It's
No.
actually getting to meet the people that you've talked to for a long time.
yeah, exactly.
And
It's like I don't even care. Like,
real time with them.
yeah, I went to the first meetup 2 years ago, and I was all about the whiskey. I wanted to try everything because I was still started getting into whiskey at that time. And yeah, I met people. Like I met Derek Patton that time. I met Mark Emmenecker for the first time there.
Yeah.
And that was great. But my mind was like, I'm on the whiskey. Now this time it's like, I want to hang out with the people. I don't even need the bottle share. I just want to go hang out with people, just do whatever. And that's what it's all about for me. It's like, I want to hang out with the people. I don't care about the whiskey anymore.
Yep.
The people are what I care about. So the bourbons, the Chris Lettigs, the Marks, all of them.
Yeah.
Well,
every time I go to the events and stuff, honestly, I barely have anything to drink. It's about meeting everybody and actually getting hang out in person, shoot the shit. I smoke more cigars than I do drink it, to be honest, you know? Because I'm just having fun and I'm hanging out. I just want to meet everybody. I want to hear about you. I just want to hang out, man.
Yeah.
You know, the cool pours are cool. Don't get me wrong.
Oh, yeah.
But those moments you get to hang out with people that you've only talked to, or you know a screen name, you know, you don't know them important stuff. And like you get to meet them, it's like, dude, that's an amazing moment. Like,
So there's a old story in the wine industry of like, what's the best bottle you've ever had of wine? And nobody ever says, oh, it's like a Chateau Latour 1961. No, they'll say it's like a Trader Joe's wine. Oh, hey, pup. They'll say it's like a Trader Joe's wine.
You know, 81 people.
Oh.
The $2 Chuck is laying off 81 people tomorrow.
Oh God, yeah. But the story in the wine industry is, it's the best bottle of wine is the one you share with friends, and it could be $2 Chuck, it could be $100 bottle. Doesn't really matter. It's like the experience you have with that bottle is more important than the bottle itself, and that totally makes sense for the whiskey tube.
100%. I talk about that all the time, man.
Yep. So,
I mean, don't get me wrong, we're bad. We go to the casino a lot. My good friend is, you know, the highest level of fun you can have there. So everything's free because of what he does. So everything's free besides alcohol, because Illinois, alcohol is not free in the casino. So we have to buy our wine when we go to the steakhouse, but everything in the steakhouse is 100% free. So we just buy expensive wine. That's not really expensive wine. Yeah. It's just marked up wine, you know?
Oh, yeah.
But don't get me wrong. You know, I mean, we do stag leap, random stuff like that. We switched up. We don't do the same thing over and over just because the list is the list.
Yeah.
But you're right. It's about the experience and it's about the time. Like 9 times out of 10, we have people that drink with us there and they're like, can we take the bottle with us? And we're like, yeah, if they let you, sure.
Yeah.
I don't care. And they're like, it's such a great memory. And dude, what a better thing when somebody says they just had a great memory hanging out with you.
Yeah.
Like if that's what they want to do, like honestly, you know, like I do, it's a $65 bottle of wine that the casino charges $220 for.
Yeah. And it costs a whopping, like $10 to $12 to produce.
Oh, I know. I know.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's something most of these people don't get to have.
Yep.
And that's why we bring them and let them have a fun time and have these experiences, because I'm sorry, if nobody ever gives you that chance to have it, you're never going to want to work your ass off to get back.
Yeah.
And that's the whole reason we do it.
Mm-hmm.
We do it with people that work for me and people that work for him, to give them that first experience of, wow, I can have this, but I got to bust my ass to get here. And, we cover it all, but like, you get to come out, you get to have a badass meal. We don't tell you what you can order, what you can't. Order it all.
Yeah.
And we'll buy the wine. Have fun. But everybody needs that kind of inspiration in their life. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You're making me think here, because so there's a restaurant in Woodinville, Washington called the Herb Farm, literally across the street from where Woodinville Distillery is. And it's one of those Michelin star restaurants. It's, a fixed menu, minus, like the allergies that you have. But it's 9 courses, 5 to 6 wines. And you're looking at, like, after tax and tip, you're looking at about $300 to $350 a plate.
Okay.
For the evening, which, yes, that's a large amount. However, I've been there, probably a dozen times by now.
Yeah.
The first time I went there was on the gift certificates that my grandfather gave us. And I went there, and it made me think, like, okay, if I work hard, and I was just starting my career at this time.
Yeah.
If I work hard, I do well, I can do this more often.
Yes.
Because it was a fantastic experience.
Yes.
Shit, oh, God damn it. Okay, I got 2 people working for me right now that I need to get to the fucking herb farm. God, that's going to be expensive.
It is. But the thing I'll tell you, the ROI is fucking believable, because once they have the experience and you tell them, if you keep on doing what you're doing and keep on pushing to excel, you can do this all the time.
Yeah.
And you can tell them the story you just said. Hell, I came here on gift certificates the first time. I've been back 12 times now. And I love this.
Oh, yeah.
Love this. They're going to buy into it just like you, as long as they have a great experience.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Every time I go there, the experience gets better.
The more you're exposed to that, the more you work harder, because you want that.
Yeah.
If you're always just exposed to the same thing and nobody gives you the opportunity to level up at all, or takes you somewhere that, quote unquote, you don't think you belong, you're never going to want to go. You're never going to go. You're never going to want to try, because there's that fear of rejection, or I don't belong. But when somebody brings you and you find out everyone treats you good, you're like, I want to come back. I want to do this again.
Yeah.
I
get there?
I know 3 people I want to bring.
Yeah. And it's like, how can I give back to this place? And that's when people start thinking, I need to work harder and do better. Yeah. Fuck, God.
And they'll do anything under the sun for you. I'm telling you, dude.
Yeah. See, you're more
in my own career. That happened to me when I was right out of baseball. I didn't know my head from my ass. I knew I knew what I was doing with publishing and shit, and I got hired, which was awesome. But I didn't know where the fuck I was going or what I was doing. I just knew I knew how to do the work, and I was good at it. And then I got asked, hey, you're doing great for us.
Mm-hmm.
Want to come have a fun experience? I'm like, sure. And I got taken to a Michelin star restaurant. But before we went there, I got handed the keys to a fucking Mercedes,
Mm-hmm.
and like, you're gonna drive. I'm like, what? You're gonna drive. This is a 1 of 100 car. You want to drive it? I'm like, keys. And I got to do that. And that was fucking cool. Somebody handed me the keys to a $125,000 car and said, and I was driving down the highway and he's like, do you have any tickets? I'm like, no. Do you have a driving record other than a license? I'm like, no. He's like, fuck you, floor it.
Yeah, get away with it while you can.
And sure as shit, I was doing that down the highway in Chicago.
So he was doing like 6.
Well,
Oh,
no,
man.
on the way there, 0 to 60 was 3 seconds, so I was enjoying that.
No, I just meant on the with the traffic.
Oh yeah, once we got closer, yeah, that was bad. But you know what? Like, seriously, shit, man. That was inspirational shit, man. I got to drive a badass car I couldn't afford. And I couldn't even afford to rent or do anything with at that time. I got to drive it. I got to have fun. I had to go have a badass fucking meal and do all kinds of cool shit. I'm like, I worked for a company that the owner can pay for me to do that. And like, he started where I did because I knew his track of what he did. I'm like, I just got to keep on working hard. Fuck, I can have all this too,
Mm-hmm.
And like, I'm doing that for people now. Like, I'm doing the same thing.
Yeah.
I don't have a badass car. Don't get me wrong.
I drive a Dodge Stratus.
I don't have a Dodge Stratus, but I mean, at least I got a nice fucking cool Volkswagen with everything. But it's a fucking Volkswagen.
Yeah.
But like, dude, I take them to badass meals and shit like that. Like, and go places they can't afford or have never went to,
Yeah.
And they get to do cool shit and they're like, what the fuck? I'm like, just keep on doing what you're doing. You'll be me one day and doing the same thing back.
Yep.
Somebody did this for me. I'm trying to give you the same experience.
Yeah. I've got 2 people working under me that one has the drive to go really, really far. I think she just needs like the opportunity to get there. But the problem is right now is I've got a sysadmin that's in her way that is, let me put it kindly, a socialist commie son of a bitch.
Well, you said this to start it out, so.
So
like, you didn't get the preface after that. I went, oh fuck, he's stuck in that shit. He can't even say what he wants to say. Fuck.
Yeah. I need to work on both of them, but I need to work on, her name's Maria. I need to work on her more because I see the potential. I see the potential in her. She has the drive to go and do what I do, where the other guy doesn't.
Right.
So, letting a fire under their asses might be the thing I need. And, a $300 dinner is a very cheap way to do that.
Oh, dude, I'm telling you, it's the cheapest thing you can do that has the biggest ROI.
Oh yeah. Yep. I mean,
when you're having that dinner, when you explain to them, I want you to know, there was a time that I was you.
Yeah. I was less than that.
I got brought to something just like this.
Yep.
And it opened my eyes of where I could be in the future if I keep on doing what I need to do and pushing myself. And now I have the opportunity to bring you, not one of you, but both of you.
Yeah.
to have the same experience.
Yep.
The world's yours. Take it.
Fuck.
Today, I'm giving it to you.
All right. Well, I guess I'm going for a 13th time. This is gonna be fun. I gotta pick the menu. I'm literally on the website looking at the menu.
You have to. You have to, because you can totally curate it around you and what you're trying to do for them.
You know, interesting thing. I've been to a lot of corporate events. I've been Skybox many times, things like that. I don't think I've actually ever been to a Michelin star restaurant.
Really?
That's because it's only in a couple cities.
Yeah, there's none in New York.
Well, you've got New York, but the one thing you understand, like when it comes to different cities, Michelin star, the city is actually required to pay for them to come and rate the stuff and pay for all the meals and everything else. Not a lot of places do that.
Yeah, I mean, for sure there are plenty of Michelin star places. The thing is, maybe I have, and I didn't even know it, but I've actually never been to. I generally don't go to things that are completely fixed meals, mostly because my other half's too picky.
Well,
what are you drinking now? Because I was going to say, what's my last pour so I can go get fucking food made in the air.
Well, it's been Wheaters all night, and the Larceny didn't do it for me as a final pour. So when you said Wheaters, I started grabbing Wheaters earlier, and this is one probably I doubt you can. Then again, you might surprise me. You may be able to.
What's that? 13 year or 16?
16.
Been there, done that, fuck that, fuck that.
I don't have the 13.
Which one is it?
I did bad things to that bottle, Ben.
Old Fit 16.
Oh, yeah. I don't even, nope. Don't have that.
Yo. Honestly, I did the blind tonight. We're gonna end the stream and keep it private. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, cheers, everybody. Thank you for coming out tonight. Is my welcome back. I will be back on February 19th, my birthday. It's my countdown to 50 years old.
Damn.
You're going to want to be there. I'm probably going to do some giveaways, cigar-wise, and cigar fun stuff like lighters, all kinds of stuff. Some major kick-ass samples, because my samples are all going to be fucking unicorns. Fuck it. Let's have fun. Because honestly, your contributions are going to help me make 50 fucking stupid. So let's have a great time. Cheers. Love you. See you on February 19th at 9 p.m. Central. Let's have a great time. Cheers, everybody.
All right. Cheers, all.
Cheers.